What up, you sons of bitches? Terrence Popp here. Redonkulas.com coming to you from Grunt speak. All grunt all the time. Straight up, no bullshit and no lies.
Well, maybe a couple lies if we're trying to bed your daughters.
Hey!
Not your daughters.
Oh, okay.
Talking about your daughters.
Oh,
because I saw them at the bikini car wash, and they're hot.
Stop it.
I know I'm a terrible human being. What are you going to do?
Hey, man, hey.
It is what it is. And it's a crazy world that we live in, and it's a crazy platform that we're currently broadcasting.
Yes, there is craziness going on YouTube. And I, as a betting man, I believe that the steps that YouTube is taking is basically nailing their own coffin shut moving forward.
Well, that is why we call this stream Rest in Peace YouTube. And the cause of death? Suicide. Specifically, financial suicide.
Stupidity.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about self-deletion, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be saying that word because, it might get kicked off. I can't use the side word unless you're talking about a side of beef or a side of...
Self-inflicted meat suit eviction.
So sad.
So, what are you gonna
Too bad. So sad. And this is why we are so excited for BitChute to finally have their live streaming option. And I didn't know this. I just found this out today because MG, bless her heart. Yes, we do have chick fans.
Yes, we do.
We have maybe only a few, but they are devoted. She actually told me, and I didn't even know that we were on this site. Have you heard of it? RoxyTube?
Yeah.
RoxyTube. It sounds like a site owned by a exotic dancer.
Yes, an exotic. Oh, no. An Orn-Pay performer.
Orn-Pay professional.
Yes. Roxy.
Yes, which means that she can take it in all three orifices at the same time and get her face frosted like a cake and the muffin top downstairs.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who was it today that I got an email from a guy who's kicking up another platform, and I sent it to you. I don't remember the name though; it escapes me at this time.
There's lots of them.
I know. Well, the thing is we are looking to get on board on as many alt tech sites as we can. Hopefully, a lot of these alt techs will pick up a live stream.
We are on a ton already.
And if we have a lot of these alt techs that have live stream, I envision Redonkulas touching the minds of many, many people.
Well, that is why I brought up. Okay. Stop trying to flip me out here, Streamlabs. That's why I brought up RoxyTube. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't know this, and MG told me that RoxyTube does have a live streaming option. And apparently, for our channel, they waived the fees because they like our stuff.
Boom!
Why am I only finding out about this now?
Wow. All right.
Damn it.
All right. Hey, look, we should probably put together a conference call with all of the supporters and so forth.
Oh, absolutely.
At least like once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. And anybody out there in the comments, if you're on RoxyTube or if you can testify to its functionality, let us know. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on it. The comments are going absolutely insane right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's good times. We've already got a bunch of super chats we're going to have to get to later on. But I think we're going to have to talk about the YouTube TOS that just went live, I believe, yesterday.
You're talking about the blatant censorship?
Little bit of a First Amendment violation.
Well, first of all, we have 22 states against the rest of the country fighting it out pretty much to the Supreme Court. But
we're going to get to that.
But we can't even. I know, but the thing is,
we can't even talk about.
We can't even talk about it.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it.
We're still going to.
That. We're still going to because
we're going to talk around it.
I am not going to let the thought police put the shackles on us again.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk around it.
Yeah, we can talk around it instead of using the F word. Not fuck. I'll say that all day long. No, we can call it Harold and Maude.
Or Shagnanigans.
Shagnanigans.
Yes.
Or Rodfay.
Yes. Pig Latin. Rodfay. I like that. Let me write that down. Rodfay.
I actually had an idea for a T-shirt today.
What?
I thought about taking the logo kind of for one of our favorite websites.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where all of the young ladies go to express their debauchery.
Oh, yeah.
All over their faces, lower back, sometimes between their thighs.
Running down their thigh.
Dripping down as they run to the bathroom for a quick shower.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't it be funny if we just made a shirt that in that style and it just said Ornpay Hub and then put I Heart above it? Almost like a New York kind of a touristy thing. Would you guys buy that T-shirt? Let me know.
That is funny.
Because I will design it. I will, in a heartbeat.
What are you going to do? All right. So what do we want to go over?
We need to talk about the POS. So I'm going to bring this up on the screen. For those of you out there who don't know.
See, POS for me stands for
piece of feces.
Feces, yes.
Yeah. Or if you worked in the service industry, POS would be point of sale.
Or if you're looking
or if you're
for
on 8 Mile,
a point of service.
Point of service.
Yes.
But YouTube.
8 Mile in Charlevoix.
Here we go. The Shagnanigans has begun. YouTube to delete content alleging residential erection Harold and Maude.
Harold and Maude.
Yeah. They announced that from December 9th, it will block and remove content that contains statements alleging widespread Harold and Maude
Rodfa.
or errors that change the outcome of a historical U.S. residential erection. But you'll notice this only applies to the 2020 election.
Yep.
Because there are still plenty of videos online. Crowder did a section on,
I saw
this
that
today.
I watched it too. 2016
election, never mind the fact that YouTube has spent the last 4 years shafting the creators that made their website the juggernaut that it is, in favor of a lamestream media that has been pushing a fictional narrative that an erection from 4 years ago was stolen due to foreign interference, ironically with no evidence, unless you count the evidence compiled by a foreign intel agent utilizing Russian sources.
Usha A? From Usha A?
Usha Ray?
Usha Ray.
Now that sounds like an exotic dancer.
Or Ashante.
Or an Ornpay professional.
Yes.
Ashante and Masheria, blah, 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 blah. You give me that chicken breast, I'll stick a little ham in there, and then I'll add the cheese to make it a chicken cordon bleu.
Yep, cordon bleu. Nah, man. No. This is crazy.
This is redonkulous, and that's why we have to talk about it.
If it's wrong and ridiculous, it's redonkulous, and it falls into our purview, and we will rip it apart. We don't care if it's liberal, if it's Democratic, or conservative, or Republican, period.
Yeah. Because you got to ask, and I mean, you and I are not lawyers.
No.
Obviously.
No, hell no.
But, I mean, I have to ask, how many different constitutional, laws do you think are being broken by this platform with this particular...
well, the First Amendment for sure.
First Amendment, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. That one. I'm going to be honest. In my professional opinion... Once these platforms decide to act as a publisher, they should have their 230 protection pulled. Because it's the 230 protection that allowed them to get this big.
It's not even the 230 protection that allows them to get it big. It's the...
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's how it began. Well, yeah, you're right. The 230 protection is what allowed them to get big. But now that they are big, it's greasing the wheels of the corrupt politicians with all of this. I think it's, $350 million just from Zuckerberg? Donated to different Democratic politicians.
But isn't he Facebook, though? Zuckerberg?
Yeah, Zuckerberg is Facebook. Or Zuckerborg, whatever you want to call him.
Let's call him Zuckerborg.
Zuckerborg.
Because I think he's
Resistance is futile. He looks like a robot. He really does. He's a rather disgusting human being. The social network made him out to be much more likable than he actually was.
You know
he was
what?
Still an a-hole in that.
I mean, the thing is when you look at him, you realize that the statement "power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely" is totally true in the Borg.
Oh, yeah. When you become the world's youngest billionaire, I mean, you are not immune to corruption.
Listen, when this whole thing blows up, it's going to be ugly. And then when it's all over, a lot of people are going to pay the ultimate price.
Well, my personal favorite, and this has been, and we've done episodes on this, basically the fact that Silicon Valley have become the pinnacle of cyberbullying.
Yes.
And the argument from the left is always the same thing. Well, they're a private company, so they can do what they want. They love me. They'd never do that to real opinions.
Well, my opinion is this: that we need to put together a law that when you get so big, you're considered basically a utility, and when you're a utility, you can't be denied or turned off.
And that's really the point: is that these are not private companies; they were created via the U.S. military, tax subsidiaries, all of that.
And they use the infrastructure paid for by tax dollars. I did a whole video on this.
Yes. Yeah. So they are not private companies. They platform public services. They platform public servants. And the Supreme Court already weighed in when Trump, back on Twitter, when he was blocking people, and they said, no, you cannot legally do that. This is the new public square. As soon as the Supreme Court did that, they declared the internet a public square. You cannot censor the internet, not legally. But
they're doing it.
If you grease the wheels of the politicians, then apparently you can do whatever the hell you want, and the little guy be damned.
To be honest, we need to fire everyone that works in the political arena and start over, because this is just crazy.
It is beyond ridiculous at this point.
I mean, nothing is getting done.
No.
It's all infighting. Listen, I'm sorry. In my professional opinion, especially what's going on with this whole breakdown and drawing the line that's going before the Supreme Court, it's going to devolve into violence.
Yeah.
Because when you cannot, listen, when you go to court and the court no longer hears you, there's only one other arena to settle your scores.
Absolutely.
And that usually involves a two-way rifle range, and it's not pretty for anyone.
No, it is not.
Nope, and God help any country that decides to stick their nose in it, because this is America. We settle our own stuff. Just saying.
Wow,
I don't condone that. I don't want it to happen. But as a realist and a rational person,
the comments are having a seizure.
What are they saying? Oh, my Lord.
They're just going crazy, man. Holy cow.
How many people we got watching?
We have 790 viewers right now. Yes!
Whoa! All right.
And actually, before we get going, and I'm going to make sure that I mention this a few times throughout the night, we are having a second live stream 2 days from now, Saturday night, 7 p.m.
At the other other location.
At the new studio, which I should probably throw a picture up in the stream just to let everybody see what it looks like. We can surprise them, but we're not going to be filming in the studio.
It's much better than the old one.
It looks really good. But if any of you out there have women in your lives, or if you're one of our chick fans and you actually watch reality television, there is a show, and I think I can say it today because on Saturday we're going to avoid it, or should I just avoid it altogether?
No, you can say it. It doesn't matter what they say.
If you watch 90 Day Fiancé, you may or may not be familiar with these two. They were demonized by the producers of the show, and now they want to come on our stream and talk about the real deal, exactly what it is like being behind the scenes of these shows, and how being, right-leaning conservative libertarian individuals was just the ultimate cardinal sin in the eyes of these corrupt television producers.
But they were on that show, 3 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago,
yeah.
And their lives have been a living hell ever since. Death threats, doxing, I mean, you name it. It's off the hook. It's crazy. It's a nice patriotic mug you get there. Where'd you get that?
Okay. Did you hear about that one Congress or senator that we have here in Detroit who gave out the threat?
Oh, yeah.
Telling her soldiers to go after
Trumpers.
She called them, yeah. And that one Indian girl that was actually testified, they showed up at her house and tried to kill her. You saw the video footage of that, right?
I did not see that, no.
All right, now what I'm saying here.
Wow.
Keep a weapon loaded. Take it out of storage. Take the gun locks off of it. Have at least 60 rounds, 2 magazines, or a full tube of double-aught buckshot, and have that weapon ready to go. Because if that goes down in front of your house, it is your duty to stop it. Period.
Bad news bears.
All right, I'm just saying. This is going to get real quick.
Yes. We are at a tipping point. And we
no. We're not at the tipping point yet, but we are
almost
close
there.
to it. Yes.
We're like, Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness right before the knight punches him in the ass. He's just kind of dangling over.
If the Supreme Court doesn't do their job, there's only the last stop, and it's nowhere good.
Speaking of which, and we probably need to bring that on here. Let me bring this up, if I may. What the holy mother?
Holy Jesus!
Whatever. I'm trying to bring up this article, and it's trying to make me do some crap that I don't want to do. F that.
Yeah.
That.
Do we have any super chats to go through?
We do have a lot of super chats going through, but because you did mention the Supreme Court.
Okay, yeah.
If you guys don't know, 17 states have signed on with Texas's lawsuit challenging the erection results.
I mean, the shagnanigans?
The shagnanigans.
We're just saying shagnanigans here. That's fine. And 22 have signed up to oppose it.
The last time somebody protested erection results, we got vitamin V. So it's all good.
Yeah, we did a show on that.
Not that you've ever taken pills or anything.
Hey, look. Yeah, you got to take the pills, man. That's the way it is. You get to a certain age, pills are, par for the course. They work.
You ever try to play pool with a piece of rope? It's not going to happen.
No.
Just saying.
No. Yeah, the pills are fine.
Terrible.
Terrible. Baloney, man.
All right. You want me to read some super chats?
Super chats.
You want me to read some super chats?
Yeah.
So we're going to go back in time.
Woo-woo,
We got some super chats here. We actually had a couple of super chats come in before we even started the show. And then after I read these super chats, we're going to start a brand new segment that I created just to fuck with Pop. It is called This Week in Cringe.
Why do you got to do such things to me, man? God dang it.
It's what I do. Like I said, I am an asshole and I learn from the best. So you have nobody to blame but yourself.
I trained you well.
It is all your fault. Yes, the servant has become the master.
God. The student.
Student, servant, whatever. Sometimes I feel like I'm a servant when I'm up until 2 a.m. on my computer.
Yeah, doing
and then
your
you
deal.
message me in the morning, I got my second sleep. Yeah, fuck you, bro.
I don't get a second sleep that often, man.
Yeah, Pop is like a hobbit, only instead of second breakfast, he likes to strive for second sleep.
I'm lucky if I get 3.5 hours of sleep a night, bro.
I know how you feel. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be fun here. So, Leyenda super chatted about an hour ago before we even started, $1.99. Damn, la tuve y la perdi.
Is that Spanish?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, and I don't know what it means.
I don't know either.
I have to look it up.
Okay.
Kevin DeLeo, welcome back, good sir. $10 super chat. Hog Slayer. What type or how much booze did you need in order to butcher the meat into a pulled pork gyro with the tzatziki sauce?
Usually 4 beers.
4 beers.
4 beers. Yeah.
That's it?
Well, I was younger then. Alcohol went further. Nowadays.
Maybe I'm just not as picky.
Nowadays, it'd be like 8.
8 beers?
Maybe 9. So.
But, I mean, also at your age, too, you got to worry about the whiskey penis.
I'm not really affected by that.
Really?
No. No.
Neither am I. In fact, I find that some alcohol actually helps the process along.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Sake.
Huh, really?
Sake, yeah.
Sake?
Yeah, you fill me full of sake, I am the Energizer Bunny. Just keep going and going.
Sake!
Until she begs for mercy.
A mercy. Stop, please, stop. You're wearing me out. The snot pocket's not producing snot. You're rubbing off the skin.
It looks like a strawberry that got exploded with an M80.
What are you going to do, man? These things happen.
Well, a lot, I guess. Dynaside13 is back with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Sipping on Old Smoky's Mango Habanero. We actually do have a bottle of that at the house.
I haven't tried that.
Spicy drinks for spicy times. 3 gens of my family took the oath. I can't, though. I feel bad about that. But I'll still uphold it for them. That's honorable.
All right.
That is honorable.
Here's to you, bro. Here's to you.
I sell cat litter.
Yeah!
Yeah. And I know who you're selling it to because they're stunning and brave with blue hair, unshaven armpits, and a scorching case of herpes.
The cat lady, box wine people.
I'm telling you, man, it's just like you go to a lot of these feminist house, you just see boxed wine and boxes of cat litter, and it's all stacked up. It's like Legoland with half the calories and twice the tears.
I got no sympathy for them. I really don't.
It's good times.
I just walk right by them.
They super chatted 1776. Awesome number. Time to sell some crazy cat litter ladies starter kits.
Yes, crazy cat lady starter.
We need to make that infomercial. We've only been talking about it for about almost as long as we've been talking about purse etiquette, which we also have.
We have like dozens and dozens of skits we can do, bro.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why you and I are going to have a conversation after this is over about the direction of this show that I think it may be going in the future. Because I mean, speaking for myself here, I love doing these live streams.
All right.
I think they're a lot of fun. I have more fun doing them than I do sitting in my basement on editing until 3 o'clock in the morning with a porn in the alternate tab so that I can click on the butts or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just these are more fun. There's more engagement. We get to talk to these guys.
We do more of these. I'm cool with that.
These. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
How would you guys feel about like doing our pop culture episode like we've always done every Friday, and then doing like 4 live streams a week about an hour apiece,
or more,
possibly? Because I know you, like, if you start doing live streams by yourself here, where you don't have to wear pants because I'm not around, and you could just play video games and talk to your.
Still gonna wear pants, man. Come on. What do you think? Who do you think I am?
You're a dude.
I still don't walk around without my pants on. I'm sorry. Wink.
I'm not buying it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm an a-hole. I just walk around.
Pretty much just sleep in my clothes, and I change them every second or third day, and that's the way it is, man. The clothes are my pajamas. I don't have pajamas.
That explains the smell.
Well, that's an old Army thing.
Oh, I know. It's all good.
Like, literally, you go until you're tired, you lay down and sleep, get up, and keep going.
Yep. Nigel Diggs, $2 super chat. Cheers from Clearwater, Florida. Space Ghost.
All right.
Clearwater, Florida.
Now, listen. I actually, like, if I ever retire, I'm going to, like, hang out in Florida or in Texas near the ocean and run some crab pots and just hang out.
Crab what?
Pots.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Scotchy Chingos.
No. Come on. Of course,
I mean, there was a lot of that going around the barracks, from what you've said.
Well, I've heard, like, there's a lot of women down there in those states that do a lot of crazy stuff, and Scotchy Chingos are still on the menu. I'm just saying.
Well, they got lot lizards for truck drivers. Do they have, like, Ranger Riders over at the Ranger Battalion?
Actually, they are Rangerettes.
Rangerettes.
Yeah, they like specifically want to bang Rangers, and God bless them.
So they're like the Chipettes and Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Pretty much.
It's good times. I hope that they don't have anywhere near the annoying voice level.
No. Well, some of them do.
Some of them, yeah.
But usually you have them just speaking in vowels.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you. I'm out of here.
Hey!
Michael Pelletier is back from the Bermuda Triangle between Pop's ex-wife's thighs.
Well, thank you.
With a $5 super chat. My old lady here beside me just waved and shouted at the TV that you do have Whammon fans.
All right!
Winning!
Most of them just are here to downvote me.
Deep Purple, not to be confused with Purple Rain, 1987, with a $4.99 super chat and no comment.
All right.
Thank you very much. Troy the Man is back with a $2 super chat. Ookfe Utubier in the A with a school bus.
Ooh. Peg D, the slot B with a school bus. A
little bit of magic school bus action could be going on in there. Girl, that's a booty hole.
You better put some Astroglide on it so you can park that Cadillac in the doghouse.
Just drive it right on in there. Leon Rucker from Down Under with a $5 Australian super chat. Good eye, gentlemen. Thank you, Leon. Inquisitor Jack donated through the Streamlabs. Thank you, guys. I'm sitting in my shit state, Maryland, that sided against the Constitution. Yeah, we're right there with you. Other than rereading TM 31210, any suggested reading for educating myself?
Ranger Handbook.
Ranger Handbook?
Ranger Handbook covers, there's like, 7-1 is in there, how to build 292 antennas, patrolling, ambushes, direct attacks, defense in depth, how to build, foxholes, how to fight with e-tools and knives and choke people out. I mean, that's great. It's a little
Sounds like fun to me.
I'm serious. It's a book. It's like this big and it's like that thick, and it's a plethora of information.
Outstanding.
But you got to get the one that's written for like the 9th to 11th grade education level. Don't get the college level one.
Too many syllables for you?
Well, no, it dilutes everything to be. It's completely unnecessary.
No, I got you. I get it. What else did he say here? Also, SCOTUS Packingham v. North Carolina is another case on social media being a public space.
All right.
So look that one up so I can see about the details there.
The details.
All right. Polska Bob donated through the Streamlabs. Thank you very much. $25. Didn't have my bank card last week, so here's some monies. Get yourself something nice. And Blake, you will be getting a homo suspicion point later.
I'm going to get another one of these.
Whatever, bro.
Because this shit is good.
You keep messing with me about those homo suspicion points, I'll eat your wife's pierogi later.
Hey, man. Hey. I like the food drinks. I get them too. What are you going to do?
I was talking to Polska Bob. I'm talking. Sorry. You can drink whatever the hell you want. And that stuff, for the record, delicious.
It is. It's really good.
Ian Sanin, $5 super chat. Vaccine for employment. This is a real concern incoming. Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
In my world, there's 2 in my place that have a negative stance. Most smart will buckle. Smart is in quotes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the vaccination is 94% effective for something that has a 99.7 survival rate. It's absolutely ludicrous. If you're under the age of 70 and in good health and take your vitamins and shit, you're going to be fine. Just saying. What are you looking at?
Something for the cringe factor later. Thank you very much for JMG 617 for that one. $5 super chat. I'm not going to read your comment because I'm going to save it for the next segment.
All right.
You're going to love this.
Stop.
Or maybe you won't. I don't know. We'll start with it and we'll see exactly how it goes from there. Now, the real question is when I read these out loud to you, I'm tempted to make sure that you're drinking something at the time just to see how well it affects you. I mean, like, I'll get a poncho or something.
God, stop.
Spray me down.
Stop. Stop. Oh, my God.
He's a spitter, not a swallower. Anthony Spears, $4.99 super chat. Can you list the states that have sided with PA and the others? Actually, we can probably look that up.
It's roughly 22 states. All of them have Democratic governors.
Yeah. We'll have to. I'll see if I can look them up here in a bit.
No, but the number 38.
It's been changing because just the other day it was only 8 states that were on board with Texas's suit.
But for whatever reason, I'm having a premonition of the number 38. I don't understand what that is.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe one day the future will reveal that number to me. But 38 is really sticking in my brain pan.
We'll see what happens.
I'm
going to be 38 next year.
Look, here's another thing. Like, if you are in a Democratic state and you have a lot of Republican counties, all they really have to say is "fuck you." We're not doing what the governor says, and that state will turn red real quick.
And not only that, most of these Republican counties have Republican sheriffs, and they're like, "Screw you."
Yeah,
you cannot. They are there to enforce the law.
I am not your crony enforcer.
It's a Gestapo.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's quite
bullshit.
Anthony Spears, thank you for that comment. Dr. Fi back again with $5 Canadian.
Canadian.
Canuckistan.
Canadian.
I just heard a news story that apparently sweet and sour troops training in cold weather warfare up at CFB Petawawa, Ontario, which Trudeau gave the okay to.
I've heard a lot of reports about the Chinese troops training in Canada.
Yeah, not to mention the $400 million that
listen. The minute
they
come over in the United States, it's gonna go. It's gonna go nuclear.
Then all of a sudden, you realize exactly why when they did that remake of Red Dawn, which was shot here in Michigan, I want to say in like 2009.
I was actually on the list to be an extra there.
Yeah, it was originally the villains in that movie were supposed to be sweet and sour chicken or kung pao chicken, General Tso's, whatever it is you prefer, but all of a sudden, the CCP intervenes, and you got to make it Korea. Otherwise, we're gonna boycott your movie in our country.
Yeah, fuck them.
F that.
Eat a dick.
Disgusting. Forced Out One has super chatted $50. Damn.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And his comment is very simple because why not? Just take it.
Boom! Thank you very much, man. Thank
I've
you.
said that to some women in my life.
Listen, I have an empty stomach, and this alcohol is hitting me hard.
Well, you know what the solution to that is. Keep drinking.
Keep drinking.
Keep drinking.
We're too late to eat.
You got to get your calories somehow. I'm just
Now,
saying.
like literally, I was like teaching kickboxing. Came right here. Haven't eaten anything all day.
So you burned calories. You haven't eaten.
No.
And now you're drinking.
I had one loaf of bread. and
What,
some
a
butter.
loaf of bread?
Well, it's
What the-
it's
what?
a smaller small little loaf of bread. Yep.
I love this. I have such trouble losing weight. I don't understand. I turned 43, and then all of a sudden I just had this spare tire, and I just can't get it to go away. I ate a loaf of bread.
It's not a big
What are you
one.
thinking?
It's a small little baguette, man, with butter on it.
Bread
It's
makes you fat, bro.
maybe 400 calories in total. I burned that up at the gym hitting the bag.
I'm just messing with you.
It's all right.
But it's fun to do. Nate I. Super chatted $9.99.
Sweet.
Some old Latin for Popp. Sive pessem paravelum. Question for Popp. Piston or DI to go along with KSG?
Piston.
Piston. Well, that was a very simple answer.
It's more efficient.
Hey, we got a sponsor in the chat. Fantastic. Shameless Dab 2.0. He is the Snuggles Bear meets a Notorious B.I.G.
The rapper guy.
The
All
rapper
right.
dude, yeah. He did the Ghost song that we've been promoting for the past month and some change.
Booyah.
I just want to say thanks to Popp and Turd Flingin' Monkey for advertising my music video. Danny Phantom, you both helped me out a lot. Well, I'm glad. I hope
Listen.
that we sent a lot of people your way, man.
Yeah, me too. And I do this to keep people from, self-evicting themselves. That's
Absolutely.
terrible.
I mean, this is what we do. If we did this for the money, we would have stopped doing it a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, yeah. Like, I myself know I'm not going to live to be old. But
65
I'm not,
and out plan.
Yeah. Or, because, I've been exposed to all kinds of crazy stuff. I got all
And
kinds
you
of health
just love
issues.
pizza and booze way too much.
Yeah. And, I'm probably...
Not to mention booze and hookers.
I know I'm not going to live to be that old, but, I feel bad when these guys are just self-evicting themselves over bullshit.
Yeah. The permanent solution to temporary problem.
Now, listen, if you are, chronically ill and living in fucking tragic pain...
Like Robin Williams.
I got
he
it.
knew what was waiting for him.
Yeah, I got it. I totally get it. But if you come home and your old lady is, getting pipe put in every hole in her body, and then you're all upset, and you go home and I'm going to take a bunch of pills. I mean, come on. You'll forget about that shit in 2 years or 3 pieces of ass later. Come on.
I don't know, man. There's not much that could wipe the sight in my mind out of somebody that I loved and pledged my life to getting spit roasted in the bed that I paid for.
Now, listen, I'm going to be honest. Like when
That
it
would
was
stick around. I'm just
when it was happening to me, and I found out that my old lady was getting a forced cock run through her. I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, we all know what she was gonna do.
Well, she killed my dog. She took my kids. Fucking made me homeless.
That one right there. That's
Ruined
the
my
one that.
fucking life.
That's the one that just brings my piss to a boil, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
6-year-old
she
chocolate
can do what
lab.
she wants to. She can say what she wants to you. She could justify her actions any old damn way she pleases. But she decided to bring the most defenseless members of your family into the battlefield and eliminate one of them.
Yes.
That is the most messed up shit.
Yeah, I have never had a dog since, nor do I think I will ever keep another dog. I just can't deal with that anymore. There's just some things that,
Some things you just.
listen, you can only have the harpoon run through you so many times before you're like, you know what, I'm not going to go whaling anymore.
Tell that to your ex-wife.
Actually, she lost a lot of weight last time I saw her in court.
Well, diabetes, and
Diabetes.
problems.
Yeah, I hope she goes blind and gets breast cancer. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I don't want anything nice to happen to her. I hope karma hits her with lightning and it shoots out her ass and she explodes.
She can snuggle up with her cats and boxed wine and a pair of those comfortable diabetic sweat socks.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. Like the dude who lives downstairs, that he lives with me because I'm taking care of him in his older years.
He's probably watching. Hey, Darren.
He kept me from erasing her and everyone involved from the face of the planet. Because I literally was
That's
I'm
important.
going over there with 2 MAC-10s, fully suppressed. and I'm wiping people out. And he was like, maybe we should talk about this a little more and start drinking.
And I'm not saying he should do it, but I understand.
It was it was this close to happening, and he talked me down, man. And here I am,
Who's
all
the-
these years later, and I've saved 327 people's lives.
Absolutely. And who's in the comments talking about dripping snatch? Salty Sweetie?
Dripping,
What? Salty
dripping.
Sweetie?
I don't even know him.
Sounds like some of my exes.
Dripping snatch.
Dripping snatch. Bob Jones, not to be confused with Tom Jones. It's not unusual to get a $5 super chat. You see what I did there?
Yep.
Pentagon plans to cut most of its support to CIA's counterterrorism missions.
Good.
idea.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the NSA and the CIA have had way too much power for way too long.
Truth.
The CIA has its own Air Force. It has their own private fucking army. They have a huge budget to hire, the old Blackwater guys who are now renamed to something else to do whatever they want. That kind of power should be in the hands of the military and the president. It shouldn't be in the CIA, NSA, or any alphabet agency. I'm just saying.
No, we know. We've known now for how many years that our intelligence apparatus is basically being weaponized against
us.
So, what use is it? Especially, and what use is having a counterintelligence, an intelligence team for this, an intelligence team for that, an apparatus for this, and an apparatus for that, and then they all don't even talk to each other, and they just bleed the taxpayers dry.
All right, first of all, they can't even talk to each other, and some assholes flew some planes in some buildings because assholes couldn't talk to each other.
Yeah.
There are 3 companies in the United States back then that teach people how to fly those big planes. They
not a
couldn't
big
even
pool
talk
choose
to each
from.
other.
That's not a big pool to choose from.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, first of all, I think there's more to that, and I want to get my hands on a lot of that footage. But hey, that's probably never going to happen.
It's going to be like JFK when he got his haircut.
Yep, you got a surprise haircut.
It's going to
little
be
off the top.
Oh yeah, we'll release the information to the public, but only after everyone who was ever involved is dead and can possibly be punished.
Yeah, that's
Proving
wrong.
beyond a shadow of a doubt that our own government not only covered it up, but probably had a direct hand in planning it.
I would have to say yes.
Little bit. Disgusting. Average Estonian. €2 super chat. Here, take some shekels. I will. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Kevin DeLeo with another $5 super chat. In your evil genius mind, how will the Empire strike back?
Okay. It's going to start off small at first. And there may or may not be the current president declaring it a coup because there's enough information for that. And
there's no information. There's no proof of that.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is the most secure and open election there ever has been in the entire history of the country.
I'm just saying that if that happens, it's going to go off real quick. If that doesn't happen, it's going to start off slow at first, and then it's going to get out of hand.
And we're already seeing the seeds sown for the next phase in their plan, which we're going to get to after the cringe segment. We got a few more super chats here. Romer MGTOW, $5 Canadian. They'll be enforcing the COVID vaccine on us dental and medical employees of Kanukistan. In case I don't make it out alive, it's been an honor, Pop.
Okay, first of all, there are some side effects of the vaccine because it has not been tested,
No,
completely.
And from what I've heard, like Bill Gates' stunning and brave injection caused paralyzing. It had paralyzing effects on the test subjects. Other people, women are talking about infertility as a side effect. And guess, it's just a conspiracy theory that Mr. Microsoft is a part of a globalist cabal that wants to talk about depopulating the earth. How fitting is that?
Wow.
Didn't anybody think about that? I'm just asking for a friend.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to wait a few years before I even think about taking this vaccination.
Oh, yeah. I want to see the proof in the pudding, and I'm not talking about... I don't even care about the symptoms. They're like, this vaccine is 94%
there have
effective
been
at eliminating
vaccines
symptoms.
in the past that have caused all kinds, a whole tirade of side effects. And guess what? And they're talking about immunity for these companies. I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
No, F that.
No. If one of my children dies from this, they will not be able to hide from me.
Well, we'll just think about this, okay? We are holding the world hostage, essentially, over these vaccines, allegedly. Okay?
Allegedly.
And the most promising one eliminates symptoms in 94% of cases, right?
94.
94% of cases. Okay. But you know what's 80% effective in getting rid of symptoms in cases? COVID! So basically, we're holding the world hostage over an additional margin of 14%?
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
First of all, you have hydroxychloroquine and you have ivermectin. Are known drugs that have been used for decades and are very effective at stopping, preventing, or shortening the effects of this virus. Just saying.
New Normatic wants to know where Down syndrome came from. It came from the same place autism came from. Women waiting too long to have kids. Next question. Jail. David Gummer, $10 super chat. The last time an American election was this corrupt with Harold and Maude and manipulation, the veterans rose up and straightened it out. Look up the Battle of Athens.
Ooh. Perhaps that should happen again.
I'm not saying that should happen, but if it does,
Listen,
I'd understand.
All the veterans out there took a fucking oath to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I am among their ranks.
And that oath has no expiration date.
Nope. And I took it 8 times in my
There
career.
you go. NK33 with a $2 super chat. Imagine Popp on Nerdrotic's Friday Night Tights.
Never heard of it.
I haven't either. I know who Nerdrotic is, but I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm out of the norm. Dynaside13 with another $5 super chat. Sorry if some messages get sent twice. YouTube is not sending accurate super chat confirmations.
Shocker!
You want to smell it?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Pull 2 back and give it a twist.
Traveler4444 with a $10 super chat. I'm in my mid-60s, stuck on the left coast. I took the oath numerous times throughout my life, locked and loaded, waiting for the S to hit the fan.
And I'm with you.
I think there's a lot of people.
I'm moving some stuff around as we speak.
Yes. The Oklahoma Bachelor, welcome back, sir. $1.99 super chat. Gonorrhea, 2 in the stunning, 1 in the brave. Love that. Tracy Wilborn with a $5 donation through Streamlabs. I swear that New Mexico is turning into Clownifornia East. Ikfe uye utubye. Whatever. I can't
Okay,
remember.
well, first of all, you need to put your foot in those people's asses who came from California who want to import the same lunacy that fucked their own state up.
You know, California used to be a beautiful state. Back when it was a red state and they, went for Reagan every time.
I think, what was it? Schwarzenegger was the last Republican governor, and he had a positive surplus. Everything was going great.
Yeah.
And then it went pure socialist. It's a total shithole now.
Human feces, needles in the streets. I mean, it's a total tourist spot.
I mean, I can envision the 28 states that are Republican having a large majority of people move to them, and they letting the rest of the Democratic states rot in place. Because
that'll be a good day.
Well, the thing is the industry and everything is going to go to the Republicans because they know how to manage stuff. They understand shit ain't free, and the Democrats
you have to work for a living, and that the government is not there to help you.
Are going to go full socialist, and they're going to go broke because you can't afford it. It doesn't work.
Get woke, go broke.
That's correct. Shit ain't free.
No. Adam C. with a $5 super chat. You think Trump is going to grow a pair in 4 weeks and call in the Army for a legitimate in-person only election? And would the Army even obey?
Well, 70% of them probably would.
And you think that would be enough?
Yes. Now, there's probably a lot of commanders out there who don't want to rock the boat and are probably not going to go along with it. And then they're probably going to have a lot of junior officers and senior NCOs go, boom. We're doing it. Fuck off and die. Listen. I've been that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been that guy who saw radical shit that just was not following the regs and was just straight up wrong. And I raised my hand and I sent reports all the way to the Pentagon, and they hated me for it.
Of course.
But I saved a lot of lives.
And in the end of the day, that's what matters.
It cost me my Bronze Star and my Sergeant Major rank. But it was
Balls.
well worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Nate I with another super chat, $14.99. Another question for Popp. How about a Redonkulas challenge coin as a fundraiser for Second Class Citizen, or something that we can use as an identifier for us loyal followers and fundraiser? That's very interesting.
Challenge coin, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let me write that down.
Yeah, definitely put that up there. We're thinking about even reorganizing like the Patreon and Subscribe Star stuff, so that could be a nice little trinket in there. And I'm coming up with new ideas for shirts, and like I want to do glasses and mugs and beer cozies, things like that. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
They're called
with it.
koozies.
Koozies, cozies, whatever.
Shut up.
I don't care.
Gay!
I'm gonna cozy up to your koozie.
Gay!
No, okay, who's gay? The guy who calls it a cozy because he doesn't give a shit, or the guy who has to correct it and call him a koozie?
Oh, you got me there.
Yeah,
You got me. You got me, man. You got me. All right.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, it's a homo suspicion point if you know what mauve is. I'm like, you just wrote it down. Double-edged sword.
You got me. You got me.
JMG 617 with a $2 super chat. Are SF guys still trained as force multipliers?
All SF guys are force multipliers. I can't tell you how many times I would show up and I would get things lined up, ready to go. I'd turn a company into basically the combat force of a battalion.
That's good times. Good stuff, man.
That's what SF is, force multipliers.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yep.
Skyfall. Great screen name, even better movie. $10 Canadian. What do you call a Viagra thief? A hardened criminal.
I like it.
I like it too. Outstanding. Dr. Fi with another $5. Kanukistan. A bunch of people up here who just heard about this BS with sweet and sour sniffles, General Tso's chicken being trained here are asking, WTF, mate?
Okay, first of all, there is no reason for the sweet and sour troops to be north in Canada doing crap. Crappy.
Yeah.
And just, I'm going to tell you, once they come across into the States, everyone's going to know what's up. The Democrats sold us out.
Yep.
And it's going to get real quick.
It's coming through loud on my headphones. I don't want to have any accidental echo discharge into my microphone.
Oh, yeah. You don't want
Little
that.
salty.
Little salty. I wouldn't know.
Leo Erickson with a $19.99 super chat.
Boom!
As I have mentioned to Epic Times, I used to work for the YouTube Trust and Safety as an engineer. Teams that review the content daily and ban it are based in India, Malaysia, and Singapore. Your freedom of speech is decided elsewhere. Just FYI.
Shocker! Wow.
Good times. Ha! C.G. Roberts wants Blake throwing a hot dog down a hallway t-shirt. I don't know if I would want to see my mug on a shirt. I don't know. Maybe after I lose like 25 pounds. I'm just saying.
Your hair is receding.
It's a fuse. It slowly burns back, and then eventually my
You
meat
die.
sack explodes.
Yeah, that's one of my comedy skits about the fuse that burns back until it gets to the point where you just die.
Parabellum with a $5 super chat. Getting to be that time, boys. Keep the smoke wagons ready. Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Inquisitor Jack with another $5 donation through Streamlabs. What should normal patriots do in the case of POTUS sounding the horn? Also, any advice on belt/plate carrier setup and what you'd have on you during a tactical situation versus covering distance? Thanks, and F the pro-depopulation elites.
First of all, I would get myself a plate carrier with the Dyneema plates made of the plastic that are basically, they float. Level 3 plus. I think each plate is 2.9 pounds, which is a third of the weight of the standard SAPI plate. If you have to fire maneuver, I would suggest having 13 mags, 1 in the weapon, 12 on your belt, and hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
That's what I have on my shit.
Geo. We have a $19.99 super chat from Bryce Vanover. I'll buy you a bottle of booze for keeping me from self-evicting. Love you guys.
That's why I'm here, bro.
No homo. Mark has super chatted $5. Watch I Am Legend and Utopia on Prime before you take the vaccine. Just ignore the really, really terrible CGI in I Am Legend.
Actually, I like that movie.
I like that movie too, but what I didn't understand was that the director insisted on using CGI for the zombies instead of practical makeup, and the CGI looked like dog shit.
Really?
Yeah.
When
they show up, I'm like, wow.
I almost
really
walked
bad.
out. I'm like, this is a zombie movie, and I hate zombie movies. And then I'm like, yeah, they're kind of vampires.
Well, did you ever see the original? It's called The Omega Man, Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I like that one. The Oklahoma Bachelor, $1.99 super chat. Thanks for having me, gents. Each stream is great. Well,
thank you.
Thank you for coming. All over your Miss Piggy face. Okay.
I dated a few Miss Piggies.
Now, are we ready for this?
Oh, come on, man.
This is the first segment. I'm going to make a bumper for this and everything down the road. We'll see how you guys like this. Let me know in the comments as we go along. It is time for the first ever This Week in Cringe.
Why are you doing
as
this?
I try to make Pop throw up.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's what I do. It's what I do.
Listen, you know I can't handle this stuff well.
You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. I promise. All right, let's bring up the graphic right here. Boom. You won't be able to see it, but... Actually, no, I can bring it up on the screen, possibly. But it's not a picture or anything, so... Well, I'm fucked. Really fucking fucked. I'll green text what happened, of course. Been browsing /B, which is the random threads on 4chan, a couple of days ago. See a thread about prostate stimulation, smorgasborgasms for men. Apparently, it's some kind of magical ultimate experience. Didn't really think much of it, forgot about it almost directly. Fast forward to today in the bathroom. See my 7-year-old sister's vibrating Dora toothbrush. It makes music too.
No!
I remember the thread. Immediately realize how wrong it is to even consider this. Screw it. Curious.
No.
Lubed it up, started twisting and stuff down there. No real idea what I was doing. Suddenly the door opens, and it's my mom.
What the hell? He's using a toothbrush on his ass?
He's using a toothbrush.
Up his ass.
Up his ass.
Up his ass?
Up his ass.
Oh my, and his ma caught him?
There's more.
That's nightmare fuel right there, man.
There's more.
All right, God damn.
Here we go.
All right, yeah.
You ready for this?
Oh, God, no.
Look of absolute disgust and horror on her face. Flinched and clenched, my ass cheeks together. Somehow I activated the music with my sphincter. We Did It song starts playing as she slowly closes the door and runs downstairs incredibly fast. I look at myself in the mirror and realize what a stupid fuck I am. Sitting upstairs right now, still haven't faced her yet. What do I do?
There's nothing you can do, man. It is what... Listen, you got caught thumbjacking your shit box with a toothbrush that belonged to one of your kids. First of all, you need to go to CVS and replace that thing.
True story.
Number one. Number two, there's really no way around it. You just go look your mom in the face and go, yeah, you caught me at a very unopportune time. I have no excuse. I have no excuse.
It's quite awful, isn't it?
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
That's terrible.
But you held it together.
That's not good.
I'm impressed.
That's not good.
This next one, though.
Oh, no.
I think this one's going to get you. I don't know. Maybe I should save this one. I don't know. Actually, you know what? We are going to save this one. Because, specifically, it was one of our buddies in the super chat who brought this to my attention. I'm going to bring this over here onto the screen so that you can see it. And I'm going to read it to you because that's just the kind of nice guy I am. Okay. Tennessee muzzle loader.
What?
A schmexual trick occurring between a man and a woman that resembles gunpowder being loaded into a muzzle loader. This trick is traditionally performed by men in Tennessee who dip or chew smokeless tobacco.
No.
I'm already getting ready to puke. The man and the woman assume the doggy-style position during shagnanigans, and after a short while of fooling around, the man tricks the woman as he removes the smokeless tobacco from his mouth.
And he puts it in the box.
He places it in her a-hole.
He puts it in...
and then shoves it in with his penis.
You can die from that.
It is typical for the act to occur in a very short period of time.
Listen, it's called
without
nicotine
warning
poisoning.
The woman.
You can die from that. Listen, if you are in prison, you get to smoke this tobacco, right? You soak it in water for like a day and a half, and then you dehydrate it down to like a sap. You can put that on a knife, stick a guy, and he'll die.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's a really potent fucking poison, bro.
That is some bad news.
That's terrible.
Right there, man.
What are you doing? You trying to kill your woman?
Oh,
It'll look like a heart attack. You could get away with it.
It could be worse. Could be worse.
It's really disturbing.
It's
disturbing that I know this, but
it's disturbing that you know this stuff. But it's all good.
And that was actually in the Book of Evil.
We got more cringe for you.
Come on, man.
But I'll put this up on the screen for you guys in the audience. Oh man, this is gonna be good.
So horrible.
Oh no, Pop can't see it, but that's okay.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'll bring it up here on the screen just for you.
Let me see it.
Actually, I don't know if I can.
What is it?
Oh shoot! Oh, come back! I won't be able to do it. That's fine though.
All right.
All right. This is from a Facebook marketplace thread called Free Stuff in Berlin.
There's no free shit.
I know. Update reserved, which means that somebody actually reserved these things. Kitschy stainless steel butt plugs in 3 different sizes. Don't don't wear them for hours on end, as the round base is not anatomical in the wedges, and wedges into where the glutes meet the perineum. Other than that, and the kitsch of the jewels on the base, more than okay as a beginner's set.
What?
Already washed and sterilized.
They're already used, and they're selling them on. Oh my!
They're free for the taking to anybody who happens to want used butt plugs.
Oh my God! That's not something that you just. That's like use it for yourself, man. That's just nasty.
I wouldn't use it for anything. This one isn't like terribly disgusting or anything, but
listen, some people are into that.
I know. This next one here isn't like terribly disgusting, but I do find it rather hilarious and quite ridiculous here. You'll love this.
All right, yeah, do it.
All right. This is a tweet.
If it wasn't for leftists on Twitter, I wouldn't have any idea that 250 million people are striking in India. That is 1 in 4 working persons. Not a single major Western media outlet covered it.
Which, stunning and brave.
First
right?
of all, I don't give a fuck.
There's more.
What goes on in India?
There's more.
Okay.
This is where it gets funny.
Right.
After the tweet takes off, all of a sudden she retweets, "Oh my gosh, this tweet is taking off, which is so incredible. Thank you. So if you want to help support this worker and you like adult content, I have an OnlyFans." And she puts the link in there with some pictures of her.
Are you going to put the pictures up? Are you going to put the pictures up?
You want to see the picture of her, don't you?
I got to see them.
You want to see the picture. All right, let me put it over here so you can watch it. All right, here it comes. Here it comes.
No. What is it?
Damn it. Where'd it go?
What?
Bastard.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's being a twat.
Is she fatty?
No, it's not being. It's just, for some reason, it's just not going over to the other screen. I don't know why.
Forget it. Yeah, whatever.
No, she doesn't look bad, but of course she's covered in tattoos and.
Yeah.
But
tattoos equal temporary.
It's just hilarious, though. She goes to all this trouble. It's like, oh my gosh, it's a virtue signal to the highest order. Oh, and by the way, check out my butthole. What the heck?
What are you gonna do?
All right, MGTOW Maddie, eat a dick.
Why would he say?
He says I'm on number 13 homo suspicion points because I seem quite knowledgeable. About what?
About what? Better hurry up.
Eat a dick.
Be careful. You might wind up homo confirmed.
You're homo confirmed.
Outback, Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback fatty.
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, yeah. This one is bad. Oh, this one's terrible. Okay. This one, you may.
All right, yeah.
Having sex while you've got a yeast infection is lit AF, because not only is his wank penetrating me, but it's also scratching the itch I can't reach.
God! That's messed up, man.
That is pretty messed up.
You can wind up getting like a jacked up Peg D.
Yeah, it could be quite bad. Couldn't it?
Yeah. Ooh. That's not
quite
good at
terrible.
all.
This one isn't cringe so much as it is just ridiculous. It's 4 prostitutes holding up a sign that says,
COVID may have closed the clubs, but it sure as hell didn't close our legs.
Winning.
Well, hey, listen, if COVID was that deadly, there'd be a lot of dead prostitutes.
And a lot of dead homeless people because
And a
they
lot
don't
of dead
have
strippers.
soap and hand sanitizer and masks.
No, I know. Listen, if you want to know how deadly something is, you go
Hashtag
down to
scamdemic.
the lowest denominator, and if they're not getting hammered, what are you going to do?
All right. This next one here. This is the one that I think is going to... It might bring a lump of vomit.
Come on, man.
No, come on. You ready?
No, what is it?
I hope you guys are ready. Anyone else love when their wife's pussy smells awful?
Oh, my God.
Be me. Wife is a gym coach, so she gets really sweaty every day. She does this 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. Tell her not to change her underwear or shower for the week. When she gets home on Friday, I love to go down on her.
That is terrible.
Oh, there's more.
Look, I'm going to be honest. Like, I like the clam that doesn't smell at all.
Yes.
That's the best. I have a problem when there's odor to it.
Absolutely.
It really causes me to get nauseous.
It is quite
I can't do it.
nauseating.
I can't do it. It's nauseating.
Yeah, Forrest out, you're right. We do need a second monitor to face him so he can see the chat and the text. So we're just trying to figure out how to do that. Oh man, I'm off in the weeds. But here we go. Soggy, marinated, slimy pussy.
Oh!
Smells like burning rubber and blue cheese. I can't get enough. Is this normal?
No, it's not normal, man. You don't need that. That's like having your old lady go get a train and have like four servings of clam chowder deposited, coming back with the full of stank, and then you're gonna put your face down there. No! Oh, that's nightmare fuel right there, bro. Oh
Yes,
my
yes,
God,
it is.
this is horrible.
That is a deal breaker for me, personally.
Yeah. Listen, that's one of the classic mistakes. You get caught smelling your finger, and you smell your finger for a reason. Because if you're going to go south of 8 Mile, you got to know if it's going to stank or not.
Yeah.
You don't need that. You don't.
Yeah, I mean, this has happened to me where I've been with somebody like once, maybe twice, and it was just fine, and then all of a sudden, like the third or fourth time,
No.
I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only rooster in the hen house. I can tell.
No. This one chick I dated, like literally, it got so bad you can smell her when she came into the room.
Oh,
It was so bad I had to cut away from that shit. I was like, nope, I'm done here.
there's dudes in the comments throwing up.
That was terrible.
They're wondering what's wrong with me. Hey, you know what? I may have found this stuff, but at least I didn't do it. I didn't write it. I didn't come up with it. I'm not the one who's going down in the blue cheese whole hog.
That's almost as bad as the stuff you had in that one video, like about him shitting in her mouth and stuff.
Oh,
I'll eat it all up. That was terrible.
now this next one, this is not like disgusting cringe or anything, but I find it reprehensible. And I know that you being you, this is going to piss you off.
Okay.
So here we go.
Reprehensible.
Yes, reprehensible, without a doubt. Subject, I want my fiance to get rid of his 4-year-old daughter.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Hi, at Talks With Me. I need some advice from the mommies on your page. My fiance has a 4-year-old daughter. Her mother passed away when she was born. He's been raising her on his own ever since he lost his wife. I'm now in the picture, and we are set to get married in 2022. I'm also 7 months pregnant with a precious little girl. I am not the stepmother type, and I know that I won't treat his daughter the same way that I will treat our child. To be quite honest, she gets on my damn nerves. For one, the little girl looks just like her mother, and having her around constantly reminds my fiancé of his dead wife. Second, she is very attached to her daddy, and I'm afraid this is going to take away from my child's bond with her father. I basically want to tell my fiancé to get rid of her. She can live with her grandparents, or we can find her a nice family that's looking to adopt a child.
No.
I don't know how to approach the situation, but I need to find a way to convince my fiancé to let her go. I promise I'm not a bad person.
What?
I'm just trying to look out for my child and make sure she receives all of her daddy's attention without having her older sister intervene. Please help.
Okay, first of all, I have to explain something here. All right, now, as a father, there is no way on the face of this planet that I would ever get rid of one of my children and put them up
No.
for adoption. That's just not going to happen.
No. And
And
if
for that
memory
cunt
serves-
to ask for that
Yeah.
just shows how much of a black-hearted, villainous, vile cunt she is. I'm just saying.
And if memory serves, didn't you know a dude once upon a time who dealt with a woman who had this exact demand, and he kicked his kids to the curb for her?
Oh.
And you flat out said that if you ever saw that dude, you were going to punch him in the face.
No, I personally know this guy. He was married. His first wife worked him to death. He was working like 90 hours a week as a ambulance guy. He burned out. He said, "Fuck it, I'm out." Wound up going to this other toxic cunt. Sounds refreshing, really isn't. All right. Has a boy with her, and I don't know if he has any more kids with her, but she basically talked him into basically turning his back on his first 2 kids. All right, now they're adults now,
Ugh.
and I don't
I'm
envy.
sure they're a little screwed up.
And listen, if I run into him again, I will probably slap him in his face and call him a bitch, because that is just wrong. You have kids. Look, you willingly bring kids into this world. You're responsible to make sure they make it to adulthood without any craziness. It's your job.
Yeah. And you want to kick him aside?
I mean, it's one thing if you have a kid and don't know it because you don't know. But the minute you know, it's your responsibility. It's just, as a dude, a masculine dude, you're like, hey, man, I got a kid. I got to take care of him. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like uncomfortable? Yeah. But guess what? I drove 471 miles twice a month one way to see my kids to make sure they grew up good with a father in their life. I easily could have said, you know what? It's just too far. I'm just not going to do it. Oh, and I make all these excuses. Oh, honey, I love you, but I just can't make it out there. No. Rain, snow, it didn't matter. I was on the move, and I disobeyed orders. I pissed off the army. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. So for a woman to ask this of any man is just,
it's beyond evil.
Yeah, it's beyond evil. That's like the kind of stuff where you're cool with having that kid killed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's reprehensible to the 10th power.
We're beyond that word.
Yeah.
Reprehensible is like
repugnant.
No, we're beyond that too. Right, repugnant is like ass to mouth. Reprehensible is like banging 2 chicks one after the other and not washing your peg D. We are now in full blown evil.
I concur.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And that is all I got. I wanted to end on one that would get you spun up.
Oh yeah, I did it. I did it.
It worked.
Oh no, you got me there, man. You got me there.
But speaking of making really terrible decisions just for a piece of trim, Eric Swallows Well. That's what I call him. His name is Swalwell, but yeah.
What do you do?
Swallows Well. Oh, that's the dude who had a 6-year-long relationship with a honeypot Chinese spy.
Oh, I heard about this guy. For those of you who don't know what a honeypot is, that is a term used by spies to attract people that they can extort.
Yeah, so if it's a honeypot kind of scenario,
it's a honeypot trap.
It's like what James Bond did with all the
pussy
ladies,
or money.
You know?
Usually it's 2 things: pussy or money. That always does this. Or drugs can also do it. Because I can almost guarantee you, Hunter Biden was honeypotted with drugs and pussy.
It probably wasn't that hard.
It wasn't that hard.
Unless he's getting a foot job, then apparently it's rock hard.
Well, which he did.
From his knees.
Oh, my God.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And of course, well, I'm not sure. This was published 6 hours ago. It says Swalwell stonewalls on relation shit with a suspected sweet and sour spy for the 3rd day. But from what I understand earlier, he finally did come out and use the quintessential leftist talking point whenever anything comes out with the slightest bit of evidence that doesn't reflect well on them. 2 words. Initials are CT, and I'm not talking about scanning your head. Conspiracy theory.
Oh!
Of course. Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah, conspiracy theory.
You know why he would never do that? Because he's probably gay as a tree full of parakeets. But, he looks it.
Does he?
A little bit.
You think he's
I mean,
a fence
that's
jumper?
why I call him Swallows.
Do you think he's a fence jumper?
He could be a fence jumper. Yeah. And
Because
not like
there
those-
is no bi. It's just gay.
Yeah. Not like those hot Ukrainian chicks at the Olympics. I'm talking about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I got to hit the pisser.
You got to hit the pisser.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That alcohol's running through me, bro.
It just cracks me up that we've got all these, demon rats for the past 4 years whining and complaining and harping without any evidence whatsoever, talking about Russian collusion. This election was botched. This one, we have a spy in the White House. Blah blah blah. Shagnanigans all over the place. But then this comes out, something with very, very specific evidence. And from what I understand, this chick, whose name is, and you, it makes me laugh. Her name is Fang Fang.
What is it?
Fang Fang.
Fang Fang.
Fang Fang.
Is that the same name for first and last name?
The same name, first and last name. Fang Fang.
So it's Fang squared.
She's Fang squared. Sweet and sour chicken Fang squared. Banging this dude, and apparently not just him, but also a few other different higher ups, maybe some mayors, representatives, maybe possibly a couple senators, whoever the hell. That woman is probably riddled with every STD known to man at this point. But holy crap. But of course, CNN, from what I understand, as of today, this morning, CNN still has not reported on this at all.
Look, our mainstream media has sold us down the river. I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no mercy for them in the future. I really don't.
Full blown propaganda.
Listen,
Emphasis on blown.
if this devolves into a two-way rifle range, I personally feel that the media is basically psyops. Psyops is used by the military as a weapon. Therefore, they are a weapon. Any weapon on the battlefield is subject to neutralization. And I don't have any sympathy for that. I really don't.
Negative.
It is what it is. I'm just saying. That's my personal opinion. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't want it to go there. But my gut is telling me we are going there fast.
That actually, it kind of brings me into my next point. The next story that we were going to be talking about, because Swallows Well, we don't know a whole heck of a lot about it until he finally comes out and says more than, it's just a conspiracy theory. I would never do that. Oh, you mean sleep with a woman?
Well, listen, I'm totally cool with a dude that wants to hit ladies from the evening. As long as you don't tell them, secret shit or sensitive information, they're just a piece of ass. I got it. I don't care. I'm cool with that. I really am. But the minute it interferes with your job title or it,
or you're feeding her classified information because she's hanging out with you and all your Democrat buddies.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times I sat down in briefings where they talk to you about that. Like, listen, if you are getting extorted, you need to bring it up and tell somebody so we can get involved and run some counter ops on them.
Yeah.
You don't keep it to yourself.
Unless
Just
it's
saying.
herpes, you can keep that to yourself. But anything else we want to hear about.
It's between you and your doctor. And some pills.
He loves me.
I got me some itches going on. Sorry.
Yeah. But speaking of things that the lamestream media loves to ignore, well, they're talking about it now. And this actually throws back to something that you and I had talked about in one of our older streams, because we were talking about Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
And, the fact that the media was refusing to report on it, Twitter was censoring, and Facebook too,
They ran
censoring
interference
any
for
post
'em.
that you could possibly. And then they actually did a study on this. When the news actually got out to a lot of Biden voters, okay, now allegedly
13% of them.
he got 70 million votes. Allegedly, the guy who couldn't get 50 million people at in a rally.
He couldn't get 50 people to show up at a rally.
He couldn't get 50 people at a rally, but somehow he got more votes
than
Obama. Than Obama. Yeah, right. Yeah. I
Bullshit.
completely believe it. Most open, honest, and fair election in the history of the world. But
Totally with you on that.
totally with it. Yeah.
Totally happen to believe it.
But they flat out admitted 1 in 6
It's
Biden voters would have changed their mind had they known about the scandal.
13%.
13%.
13%.
That's just enough to flip the election, don't you think?
It would have crushed the election.
Absolutely.
Actually, okay.
Gee, I wonder why they didn't report
there would
on
have
it.
been some juggling. They would have to shut down the polls longer. But I think he still would have won by an amazing historic victory, of course.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Totally, because he's
great.
He's the what and the the thing with the guy in the place, and you know the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I pooped.
What'd you say?
What?
Oh no!
I'm gonna beat you up like I did Corn Pop.
I'm gonna resign and let Heels Up Harris take over.
That boy there, that Corn Pop, he was a tough dude. He used to pull on my blonde leg hairs.
Dude.
It's quite ridiculous.
This shit's crazy. Any more super chats?
Yes, there are, but we're not done talking about
Oh,
this.
yeah,
We haven't even
okay.
gotten into it yet.
Hey! No.
We're just playing just the tip here, man. We're not going ball.
My
to do
tongue
quite
is numb.
yet.
I just want
Your
you to know.
tongue is numb, and
Yes,
you need
we're
to eat
there.
some food.
We are there.
We are there. But just like I predicted would happen, DOJ official claims FBI opened criminal investigation into Hunter Biden and associates, focused specifically on money laundering, specifically with Tide and Clorox. Probe remains active, and not the kind of
All right,
probe that he probably used on his niece.
First of all, this started in 2018. They shut it down because they didn't want it to be during an election year because they don't do that. And now that the election is over, they're mysteriously, reactivating it.
Well, I mean, think about it. Take the whole table of contents here of the insanity for the past few months since October.
The blender of insanity.
Because at one point in time, Pelosi said that they were talking about the 25th Amendment. Now, people who weren't really paying attention or they're just extremely partisan individuals thought, okay, well, they're going to use that against Trump. Now, the 25th Amendment talks about evicting a person from the White House if they are no longer viable for office, like, say, somebody with Balzheimer's.
Or they're under investigation
Or
for a
under investigation
felony.
For a felony, exactly.
Yep.
So the media, big tech, Silicon Valley, everybody crushed this story in October when it first came out and said that, well, we can't publish it because it's hacked materials. No.
No.
This guy was so coked out of his hooker knee-slaying ass that he left his fucking laptop at Geek Squad past a 90-day period, and at which point ownership of it went to the people who had it.
2 laptops.
2 laptops. Either way, these highly criminal laptops with underage
Stunning and
foreign
brave.
pay, stunning
and brave information on them.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Not to include, foot rubs by his niece and things like that. All that was there. We've known about this now for 2 months. And CNN has the balls to say, breaking story about Hunter Biden.
Bullshit.
What?
I mean, the Communist News Network is.
The Clinton News Network.
They need to go away.
They definitely need to go away. Oh, it's just bad news bears. But
that
when you pair this up for the fact that now the lamestream media is talking about this story, and then what Pelosi said about the 25th Amendment,
Yep.
we know that Biden is just a Trojan horse.
There's something going on.
Heels
We
up
know
Harris would never have been elected on her own.
No.
There's no
she
way in
could.
hell.
No. She was like, they hated her.
Yeah. But now they're reawakening this criminal probe. You can kind of see where this gravy train has taken us, and it's nowhere good.
No, this is just terrible.
They want to rig him in there and then depose him either with this or the 25th Amendment, combination of both, because we know that he's not fit for office.
No, he's not.
Psychologically out to lunch.
Yeah.
And then
he told us straight up that about the biggest shenanigan voter thing.
The biggest voter herald and maud in the history
of America.
The country.
And he flat out told us what it was going on.
Did you see the thing? I think it was from a debate or something. Well, if we ever had a disagreement, I would just come down with a disease and then I would just appoint
I saw
her.
that.
Like, what? You mean like Alzheimer's?
Yeah. She's like, I'll just resign.
Resign.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like he really wants to tell us what's going on.
Yeah. He's basically told us exactly. He's basically given it up. He told us exactly what's going to happen, and so did the Democratic Party with the Red Mirage.
He's giving it up.
Yep.
just like his niece. It's
That is just
disgusting.
terrible.
I mean, between the niece and his brother's widow,
Oh my God.
this is a Jerry Springer episode on
It's
steroids.
beyond Jerry Springer. This is like a Jerry Springer with Steve Harvey.
Ugh. Daniel Cobbin says, Blake, you should start your own channel and call it Gross Boss.
Ah!
I'm
Gross.
toxic male.
He's
I'm
toxic.
toxic
man.
male.
Toxic male.
Damn it.
Gross boss.
Gross Boss.
So
Quite
how many
ridiculous.
people we have watching now?
We have 691 viewers. I think I drove them off there with the story about the slot C smelling like blue cheese and burnt rubber.
Normally we have like 1,000 people. We're a little shy this time.
We're a little shy, and also we're not broadcasting during like a vice presidential debate or something that people would rather watch something else. And then,
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm just saying.
Well, if you watch something else, they're lying to you. We just tell you how it is.
Yeah, Swallow's Well is also anti-Second Amendment. Yeah, we definitely know that one. He wants to just outright confiscate and then try to bring law enforcement in to go door to door to confiscate your freaking weapons. Because that's going to go well, especially in Texas.
That's going to go well.
Good luck with that.
You can have 28 states.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Bones just reminded me of something. The stripper that he knocked up and then refused to pay child support for was the cherry on top of the Jerry Springer sundae.
Yep.
I forgot about the stripper, which apparently I guess he still refuses to own up to.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would love
To knock up a stripper?
no
Oh,
to
okay, just make sure.
punch Biden, not Biden, but his son. Just punch him in the face as hard as I could many times. Just boom, boom.
He's on your beat on sight
boom.
list.
I would love to beat his ass.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's all get drunk with Popp. That's what Jeff Caracciolo, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's all get drunk with Popp. Yeah, Popp is pretty drunk right now. I've seen him drunk. He's pretty drunk.
would love to fold his clothes with him in them. Just saying. I don't know too much jujitsu, but I know enough.
Gesundheit.
I can break an ear, an elbow, and choke a dude out, no problem.
Jail. Oh, man. It's definitely a really crazy time to be alive. But I think one of the things that took the cake for me this week has to be one of the dumbest things I've... like, stupid question of the week.
Boxing?
Boxing. Yeah. I like boxing. I'm a big fan of the Rocky movies.
Well, I used to fight professionally.
I
Now,
know.
listen, I boxed professionally, sucked at it, but, I started late, and I kickboxed professionally, and I was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I was a very good journeyman.
Good journeyman. I don't know if you guys... I don't know a whole lot about him. Jake Paul. I guess he's a YouTuber who decided one day that he was just going to
Box.
start beating the crap out of people.
He's a big dude, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
well,
fighting
he is
heavyweight, right?
now. And evidently he's pretty good at it. But what really cracks me up
Show the clip of
is
him,
that
of
he
him
went
knocking a dude
on
out.
Vice, and then this stupid quat or twunt, whatever, actually asked him if it was racism for Jake Paul to KO his black ex-NBA player Nate Robinson in a boxing match,
All right, first of all,
leaving viewers bewildered. Yeah, it's racist
Okay.
if you don't allow
No.
yourself to get your ass beat
No,
in a boxing match.
all right, listen. When I used to go to weigh-ins, whenever I was going against black opponents, they talked mad trash. They were rude as hell, and it was very unprofessional. Number one. Number two, as a professional fighter, you sign a contract months or weeks in advance to get in shape, make weight, show up, and fight to the best of your ability. Okay. Now, I watched part of that tape, and the black guy was totally out of shape.
Yeah.
He was gassed. He was exhausted. I don't know what round this happened in. And guess what? When you show up out of shape, you are setting yourself up for a kissing of the canvas.
That is a classic mistake.
Yeah.
Setting your own death trap.
You set your own death trap. Listen, people die in boxing, people die in kickboxing, people die in full contact arts like this, you need to show up ready to go 110% for as long as, say it's a 10-round fight. You need to be ready to go 100% or more for 10 rounds, not for 2, not for 1, not for 5. Because if you show up in 5-round shape for a 10-round fight, guess what? I think you're going to get slam dunked.
A little bit.
That's just me.
A little bit.
What do I know?
And apparently, the person who was interviewing Jake Paul asked this question not once but twice. Champion later asked Paul without a laugh,
First and foremost, was it wasomuses to knock a black man out? That is the question of the week.
and he flat out says, like, stop asking me that. I said no. It's a shitty question. It's a sport. What does this have anything to do with race? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Flat out.
No.
I can't believe that.
What are we going to go back to, like, before 1950, where you had black boxers and white boxers, and they never fought each other?
Of course.
I mean, if that's what they want, they can have that. That's fine. But we know where the money's going to go.
Yes. Absolutely. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But if you guys didn't see the actual fight.
Now look at this guy. He is out of shape.
He's out of shape, and Jake Paul is just
boom.
handing his ass to him.
He is knocked out cold. Go back.
And then
Let me see it again.
they show it in slow motion right here. You can really see him.
Jab.
Boom.
He's doing a jab. All right, he comes in. All right, now that's a shitty right hand. Uppercut, left hook, right hook, done. Right on the button. Boom.
Done.
And his head bounces off the canvas, which is another head injury. So in that in 3 seconds, he took basically 3 major blows to the head.
Yeah. That was like an Apollo Creed falling to the canvas.
And this is a former NBA guy, right?
Yeah.
You would figure he would show up in shape.
You would think.
Now here we go. Boom! Right on the
Show some
belly.
more.
Right on the button.
Oh, I didn't know there was another angle in this. Here, let
Going
me back
down.
Let me back that up. Because that was a good one there. That was a good angle of that.
Watch.
Hang on, let me back that up.
Uppercut. Brought his hands down. Left hook.
Hang on. I got to transition it over.
All right, do it.
Here we go.
Like I know exactly.
Yeah,
what
I didn't know that they had alternate angles in this video here. Here it comes.
There you go. All right.
There's that crappy hit. He just misses with
he
that.
covered up for that
it.
good.
Boom! Right underneath.
All right, that stuns him.
Boom.
And boom!
Oh!
Right hand. It's over. That dude he's out on his feet. Now watch his head. It doesn't,
they
don't
don't
show
it in that one.
He's bouncing off the deck.
But that is so racist. Oh my God! How could you possibly condone that? It's white supremacy, way.
That's such bullshit. I'm sorry.
And from what I understand, next he's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Who, the white guy?
Yeah, Jake Paul is going to be fighting
He's not
Floyd
even
Mayweather.
that good, is he? What's his record?
I have no idea. I mean, it's probably just a publicity stunt.
He does not look Floyd Merriweather. I'm sorry, but the skill level there was not Floyd Merriweather.
Mayweather, not Merriweather.
Mayweather. Whatever.
I don't know.
And he's a heavyweight.
I did see some
Mayweather's
funny...
not a heavyweight. Mayweather's like a super middleweight, isn't he?
Well, Jake Paul's obviously not a heavyweight either.
That was
so.
Listen, that's a former NBA guy. I can almost guarantee you this. They're both heavyweights. They have to be, or cruiserweights.
I don't know.
They're big.
I don't know. I got nothing.
All right, I'm saying. Well, look them up.
You look him up. You do the work. I don't want to.
I'm just saying that.
It doesn't. To me, I don't give a crap. But I did see some funny shit on the internet. People talking about how they want Jake Paul to treat Floyd Mayweather how he treated his ex-wives or something. Like,
I guess he likes to beat
Mayweather is good.
Likes to beat him and eat him.
I thought he was retired. Mayweather's retired, isn't he? Retired?
Well, so were Tyson and Holyfield. But from what I understand, those guys are going to be getting back.
They already fought
with each other.
They fought, but the thing is they're doing exhibition rules. They're not fighting pro in a pro bout like this.
Oh, I know that they're going to be fighting again. From what I understand,
but they're not fighting. They're fighting exhibition rules.
Oh, I know exhibition rules. I know it's not the same.
I think it's like 2-minute rounds.
It doesn't mean
knockouts.
That they're not going to be hitting each other.
Oh no, they were hitting each other. But the thing is, like, no knockouts. They get cut. They stop the fight. It's all points. Oh shit!
Turn your phone off, sir.
God damn it!
Damn it! Who's calling you, hooker? Did you forget to use your correct charge card again? Damn it!
Sorry, I got to turn the ringer down. Sorry.
Yeah, everybody's saying like Mayweather will kill him.
Maybe.
Mayweather is a welterweight, according to one of the people.
That dude's a heavyweight. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Welterweights do not go well against heavyweights. I'm sorry.
You're also presuming to know his weight just by looking at him. I'm just saying.
Well, all you gotta do is do a search to see what weight class he's in.
Oh, Nate Robinson. You want me to just find out how much he weighs?
It's pretty easy.
He's pretty easy. Wait.
Hang on. What's his name?
Nate
Robinson. What's his name?
Robinson. Weight 181 pounds.
That's a cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. So he's definitely not a heavyweight.
No, but it's a cruiser. That's one below heavyweight.
Okay.
I mean, come on now.
So maybe, well, let's see if he's still the same in 2020. 179 pounds, so he dropped.
It's still cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight.
Light heavyweight's 175.
Okay.
The one above that is cruiserweight.
Gotcha. It's all good. You want to read some more super chats,
Yes.
sir?
Yes.
Tracy Wilborn with another $5 donation through Streamlabs says, looking to send a bottle of cask strength booze. You have a preference?
I don't know. This is pretty good.
He loves that Jameson cold brew.
Dude, that's so good. It's smooth. Man, it tastes good.
It's good. It is very good. We're getting a lot of subscribers all of a sudden. I'm sure a lot of these subscribers are dudes who showed up and realized that YouTube has unsubscribed them because in the last month, we dropped like 200 subs.
Yeah. They're doing us dirty,
A
man.
little bit. And I guarantee you we're being shadow banned. Like, has anybody tried to go to our channel without actually being signed into YouTube and see if the videos are all messed up? I haven't done that yet. But I have a feeling that a lot of our live streams and live from the lair videos are just going to wind up disappearing.
Yeah. We'll see.
We shall see. Dr. Fi with another $5 Canadian. That woman against that guy's 4-year-old daughter is like a real-life evil stepmother. I do not see how you could do that to your own kid.
You can't. I mean, anyone with any conscience should not be able to do that to your own kids. If you're a dude and you do that to your kids for a piece of ass, you are a sorry sack of shit.
I agree. I being a dad, and you know, like my son is 6 years old. He's getting into that real fun butter zone, you know, where I can talk to him and have funny conversations and everything. I could never just kick him out of my life for a piece of trim.
No.
Ever.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
A piece of my soul would rot inside of me
Yes.
if I did that to
Listen,
my
man,
kid.
I totally got you on that one, man.
Somebody says fighting cock whiskey is solid. That sounds a little dirty.
Dirty.
Possibly a homo suspicion point there. You putting a fighting cock in your mouth? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Lord.
It says Jimmy Bones subscribed. Jimmy, did you get unsubscribed? I'm curious because, I mean, he's been on every stream that we have ever done. He's been donating. He's been in the chat. Did you get unsubscribed from the channel? I'm just curious. If you have, let me know in the chat. I'm trying to keep an eye on it there. He donated another $10 via Streamlabs. Swalwell stuck his wang in some fang.
Like I said, listen, if you're a politician and you use your power to get some tail, I don't care. It's totally fine. Just don't use it to like compromise your job or give away sensitive information.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, listen, I'm a senator. And I'm going to hit this ass. And it's going to be great. Fine.
Hopefully, while he was banging fang, it wasn't oversensitive information that explodes on rear impact.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to have a pinto dick. Just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. My airbag's deployed. What are you going to do? It's okay, though, because she loves me.
Oh, my God.
That never gets old, man.
No.
You lost one of my good friends from this show forever.
Because
just because you hit the truth nail on the freaking head.
Actually, I get that story quite a bit.
Yeah.
I've literally had like some of my soldiers in the past go,
Like, I used to watch it.
were you standing in the room when that happened to me? Because the way you explained it is exactly how it went down. And I've lived through it myself, or I've seen guys go through it, and I talk about it because I don't lie to anyone. It's just the way it is.
We have a few people in the comments who are talking about how they have been unsubbed.
Yep.
JK25 has been unsubbed. Another person was unsubbed in the past. And yes, ladies and germs, we do have 2 backup channels that are getting the complete episodes while we are going through this period of parole. It's not been fun Just trying to figure out exactly what's what. We have a live from the Lair channel. I just put that one in the comments for you guys. And we have a backup channel for the Popp Culture videos. You'll get the ride and roasts over on the Grunt Speak live from the Lair channel as well.
Grunt speak.
Grunt Speak.
Blah!
But hey, you know what? If we go all live stream down the road, it's not even going to matter now, is it?
No.
I love live streaming.
Like the Grunt speak thing.
Grunt Speak.
Like I talked that way for years. And a lot of the guys I served with, I speak to them the exact same way I talk to you guys here. Mm-hmm. And there was a point where I was going to be sent by my battalion commander to sensitivity training. I was like, please send me, cut the orders. I want to go to sensitivity training. This is going to be great.
Yes.
And like finally the sergeant major, he like contacts the battalion commander. He said, are we ready for this? Are we ready to send Sergeant Popp to sensitivity training? Because we know the whole battalion, the whole KCOM is going to be rolling in their grave because we know how Popp is.
And not only that, they could send you to sensitivity training, but do they really expect it to work?
Of course it's not going to work.
Of course not.
Because, I mean, I always told people the truth. Like, either you're a fat bitch who can't pass PT or you're not.
Sending you to sensitivity training is like sending someone to Bill Clinton for marriage counseling.
I was getting ready to record the whole thing, bring cameras, body cameras. It would have been great. It would have been and the Army would have paid me for this.
I still think that we need to get you like some button cams, and we need to do some candid camera kind of stuff. We need to put you back on OurTime.com and send you out with one of these like 40-year-old feminists just to fuck with her head.
Have I ever told the story about the beer splash thing?
Of course, about 100 times.
Yeah. I used to actually, like, I would come up with these like ideas. I would go to the bars in New York, and I would interview people. Or women, mostly.
Women.
But, you know, you'd be surprised what women say when you get a few drinks in them.
And, you know, once upon a time, when it was still a thing, you used to mess with women on Craigslist.
Yes. That was hilarious. Epic. I wish I still had all that stuff. I had enough to do maybe like 150-page book.
Yeah.
Of all of like the comings and goings and all of the back and forth I went with these women on Craigslist.
Comings and goings.
Well, like I would go to New York and I would go to L.A. and I would look under the personals, and like literally,
I'm sure you get some real humdingers in New York and L.A. too.
Well, like they're in their like mid-30s to 40s, and they have like this laundry list of bullshit they want from their dude. They're on goddamn Craigslist. Are you out of your mind? That's the bottom of the barrel. And I would totally point that out to them. And then we'd go back and forth, and they'd be like, you're mean, you're a sexist, you're misogynist pig. And I'm like, you are a 40-year-old woman who wants a 6'2" dude who makes $500,000 a year with no kids, willing to just take you and your 2 kids, and like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh, man.
I don't even, what are you thinking? Whatever you're smoking, please send me some because I need that. I need to live in an alternate reality that you're living in.
Yeah.
You are not in touch.
At some point, I think you and I are going to have to do a whole stream just going through Reddit threads like female dating strategy or where have all the good men gone.
I'll tell you where all the good men gone. All the good men have been burned or learned through their friends that it is a one-sided equation and to just basically leave, do their own thing.
Olrang the Viking says you should check out the Atlanta dating ads.
Maybe write that down.
He's writing it down.
Atlanta?
You know, the state that totally went for Biden in the election. There was absolutely no shenanigans there at all. There's no Harold and Maude in Georgia.
No Rod Fay.
No Rod Fay.
Nope. Totally good.
Jail. Dr. Fi back again with another $5 from Kanukistan. Hooker espionage, oldest trick in the book.
Actually, it is. I sat in on a bunch of counter-espionage briefings, And that was like play number one is to, when those spies control your penis, they lead you anywhere that thing will take you.
Yeah, they just lead you around like a choke collar.
No, I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
they get a female spy who's willing to throat slam the ding dong a few times, get your running your suck hole, and they just keep doing it. And you're dick thinking.
Well, you know what? I just had a super secret briefing on the X514. And it's like, it goes Mach 5. It has all kinds of crazy meandering wadi-do missiles. And suck it again.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
You're a treasonous bastard.
And then Fang goes to the bathroom.
Oh, hello, Mr. Xing Fang. Yeah, he told me all about the missile survivors. I'll be back, Suki. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, he's gonna blow you up. Bye.
That's exactly what happens. It's insane. It's insane.
It's insane. Oh, shit. Oh, Mike Knudsen. He says, as of today, I am officially divorced and a free man after almost 20 years of marriage. Well,
Boom!
I got the house, the kids, no alimony, footloose and fancy free.
Dude, God bless you. I wish that happened to me.
You got struck by lightning after winning the lottery.
You got struck by lightning 3 times, won the lottery twice, because that's the odds of that happening.
Yeah, that is like pissing into a shot glass that's spinning out a record player that's tied to a running cheetah's back while you are next to it riding a unicycle on top of a rabid rhino blindfolded.
With a rocket up your ass.
Good luck with that.
Wow.
We totally missed the rest of Dr. Fi's Super Chat. I wonder about how real or widespread Cold War sleeper agents were/are.
Actually,
There's always good subject for movies.
the Cold War sleeper agents were fairly common. And after the USSR went south, there were all kinds of problems because they quit getting paid. And they're like, wait a minute. What do you mean?
What are you talking about,
I was here for all these years doing this stuff for the mother country, and now they're gone?
Some bitch.
Oh, my God.
It caused all kinds of, and a lot of them were picked up by the CIA and they counter-briefed and stuff like that.
It's good times. Just because it popped back into my head while we still have 639 people watching this, there is another stream coming up this Saturday night, 7 p.m. with a couple from 90 Day Fiance. They are pulling back the curtain on the bullshit that is reality television. Be there or be square. And I just aged myself back to the Stone Age.
Boom!
November 12th, 1955. That's the day I went back to the future, bitch.
Boom!
Boom!
Alex Patino
has super chatted $25. A drink on me, top pop.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the new set. Well, they saw a little bit. They saw a little bit of it when I put up the Ride and Roast preview the other day.
Yeah.
There's going to be more of those coming up, but you get to see a full-blown episode of that next week. Emphasis on blown.
Boom.
Bloggins, $5 Australian. Like Spanish CW in the 30s, would you guys support a foreign volunteer capacity? V-War rewarded some volunteers with citizenship, no?
Well, if I wind up running the show, yes.
Pop 2024.
Probably not going to happen. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you know.
A lot of people ahead of me need to get whacked.
If we're still doing this at the next election, we're going to have to make like a Pop and Blake campaign T-shirt for 2024.
Okay.
That would be funny as hell.
Yes, it would.
What would be our campaign slogan, though?
We tell the truth. We're not going to lie to you. And kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass at IDon'tCare.com would be the campaign email.
I want to get that don'tmarryher.com and put up on a bulletin board.
Don'tMarryHer.com.
And they go there, what is this guy? Don't marry her. And it goes right for Redonkulas.com. Redonkulas.com, like, oh, he's a comedian. This is a joke.
Damn it. I got hoodwinked. Son of a bitch.
Listen, in today's
gonorrhea, no. There's your campaign.
Gonorrhea! No, don't get married. It's not worth it.
Oh, the Oklahoma Bachelor with another $1.99 super chat said, best conspiracy theory ever? She loves me.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times I've heard soldiers across the desk look me in the face and go, hey, our sergeant, she's different. She loves me. She's good people. And then like 6 months to 18 months later, I'm sorry, I need to move back to America. She was back to working at Peepers. She was pogo sticking a bunch of my friends. I'm like, who are these friends? Do I know these guys?
A-holes.
Because guess what? If I know them, we're going to get dimensional lumber and give them some wall-to-wall counseling right now. No, we there's been some big brawls in the barracks over shit like that.
Oh, man.
And I was slow to break them up.
Oh, there's your campaign slogan. Popp and Blake 2024, Space Ghost is on.
No, seriously.
Actually, no, it should be I'm done with you, go away.
No, there was a dude that was banging like this longtime girlfriend of this other dude. And like I hear I'm on CQ and they come down like, hey man, these two guys are fighting right now. I'm like, who is it? And I'm like, well, such and such was banging his girlfriend. I'll be right up. I go down to get a Coke, come
And a
back,
smile.
walk up real slow. I get up there and there's blood everywhere. Dude's unconscious. He's like waking up. I'm like, so was it a good idea to bang that dude's girlfriend or what? I think not.
I think not.
I think you're going to the hospital, and we're going to report this to the commander, and he's going to decide what's going to happen to you.
You got fewer teeth now than the chick that was blowing you.
No. He went right to 9th ID. I'm serious. We're in the 2nd Ranger Battalion. You screw up, 9th ID. He was gone the next day.
You know, I have our campaign slogan.
What?
Okay. Popp and Blake 2024. Because we're different and we love you. That's it. That is it.
All right. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, we're going to make those shirts for you guys if you want to buy them. That'll be hilarious. I'll have to get some political hack to do some Obama-esque campaign slogan shit.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Make America culpable again. How about that? That'd be a fun
I'm totally
one.
cool with that one.
And make women great again.
No.
No.
They already think they're too great now.
She loves me. Bro Sif has super chatted $19.99. Oh, that's a good one here. Hey, Popp, Purple Heart's final beat honestly saved my life. Thanks to both of you for all that you do, and I'm loving the live streams. Hooah!
That's 328 now?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good one, yeah. I'm the typical filmmaker. Like, I go back and I watch that, every once in a while, and I'm like,
Brutal.
I just see all the mistakes, and I'm like, man, if we made that today.
But, dude,
it'd
that
be
was
even
your
better.
first one, man.
I know. Well, that wasn't my first film ever, but it was the first thing that you and I ever did
You
together,
knocked it out of the park. I looked at that.
thank you.
I was literally like, holy shit.
When the shrink
plastic.
wrap, plastic goes down, man, that is a spine-chilling moment right there.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. That was my idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, and considering at the time, like, I didn't even have a camera that could do slow motion. Just the fact that it just went down nice and slow like
Because
that.
you know what's happening next.
Oh, yeah, we all know what's going on.
Yeah, because, as a veteran, you want, people will love you less when you cause or make a mess.
True story.
So you want to make sure, you don't leave a mess or something easily cleaned.
Troy the Man with another $2 super chat. Pop's got Hunter. I want to punch Adam Schiff.
I'll do both. I'll punch them both, though.
Which politicians do you want to punch? Let us know in the comments.
Yes. Punch a politician. I would love that.
I'd want to punch Pelosi, but pretty sure I'd break her.
I would like to see
I'm
her.
sure the plastic in her face would shatter to pieces.
I would like to see Pelosi Pinata. Yeah.
Pelosi pinata. Just hang her up from a tree outside the White House and then just have at her
my
with wiffle
God.
bats.
Some of the stuff that came out of her mouth is just so stupid. I can't believe you've been in office this long and you are so stupid.
Oh yeah,
She's what, been there 40 years?
yeah, and of course, when she's forcing everyone else to stay home with this unconstitutional bullshit, she's gonna go and get her hair done in a wind turbine, flinging droplets out to the breeze.
Yeah. Plus,
because she's gonna be on
No.
TV.
There's probably more of that. We're just not hearing about it.
We gotta punch Hillary. Why hasn't anyone punched Hillary yet?
She needs to be able to put
Or
up against the
Bill.
wall. She needs to put it. Both of them need to put against the wall and something.
Punch him in the dick. Punch Bill in the dick. Punch Hillary in the dick, too. You know she's got one. Gretchen Whitmer definitely got one. I'll tell you that right now. And Bruce Jenner looking like mother fornicator.
Melon baller.
Melon baller. My brother calls her Demon MILF. I still don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Demon milk.
Jail.
She's what, 56?
I don't know. She's probably well paid. Her political career is to take a menopause.
Yep.
It's terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. The Combat Mechanic super chatted $5. Tell Pop I will send in a couple of A10s for top coverage.
All right. I can use those.
All right. Punch Merkel. Yes.
Yeah.
That German biatcha. Polska Bob with another $10 donation. What? The fact that Blake watched a vid of a guy jerking off upside down to see if he can catch his own boy butter and told us all is gay plus one host.
When did this happen?
No, it was where I was talking about that movie Short Bus. Now, I actually did not watch the whole movie. Okay, in my defense.
What, you have something to tell me?
Well, no, somebody sent me like this thing. It's just like, dude, you got to see this fucked up shit. And they sent me like a super cut of all the weird shit that happens in the movie. And, you know, and if it starts out normal enough. Like there's like an Asian chick who really needs to trim that bush and she's getting banged in all kinds of different positions, including like she's giving a BJ to a dude while bouncing her ass up and down on a yoga ball. I'm really not sure exactly how that's supposed to help.
I don't know.
But, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of this super cut, comes this dude whacking off on his own face. I'm like, It was like a Trojan horse. He just snuck it in there. Kind of like a certain stunning and brave president-elect, but only in the eyes of the media.
We call it an ambush.
Ambush, yeah. In this case, it would be a hambush.
A homo ambush. Yeah, that happens all the time.
It was Bad News Bears.
I need to see this.
Polska Bob, I did not watch the whole movie. It was snuck up on me. But after I saw that, I'm like, who the hell would make a movie like this? And then I look it up on IMDb. I'm like, oh, of course, it's the Hedwig and the Angry Inch dude. Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
The Angry Inch.
The Angry Inch, indeed. Nick Ganchef with a $5 super chat. Rock on, Pop.
Yeah.
Rock on.
All right.
Pop is drunk. Jimmy Bones with a $10 donation via Streamlabs. Haven't been unsubscribed to my knowledge, but I am subscribed on my PlayStation, phone, and laptop. You've got multiple subs from me. It was my laptop that I subbed with.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Crawl Stuff. Just super chatted $5. Thank you very much. Jesse super chatted $1.99. Thank you very much, sir. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Welcome back, sir. $5 New Zealand. Late to the party, brothers. Dang it. Love to Pop and Blake McDonald. I still don't understand how I sounded like Norm MacDonald. Movie, Grandma's Boy, if no one's seen it. Yes.
I've never seen Grandma's Boy.
You've never seen Grandma's Boy?
No.
Oh. That's a good movie. That's a damn good movie. It's really funny. Of the Happy Madison productions, probably the best, I would say. Probably because Adam Sandler really just had his name on it as a producer. He's not in it.
Oh, he's not?
No.
I've never seen that movie.
You remember the dude who played his homeless caddy in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote it, produced it, and stars in it.
Okay.
And he, for some reason, in that movie, he looks uncannily like Mel Gibson. Minus the Jew hate and the weird beard.
Odd.
But funny.
Look, I like Mel Gibson. I don't care if he's a drunk Jew hater. I know. Everyone got all mad at him because he got drunk and talked some shit. Who cares?
Yeah, we all get drunk and talk shit.
I
You know,
get drunk
if
and
it
talk
wasn't
shit.
for getting drunk and talking shit, we wouldn't be making this show.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying. And you know what? You can say what you want about Mel Gibson. The man still made Braveheart, Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto, Hacksaw Ridge, and he's the only reason to watch The Expendables 3 because that movie is a piece of dog shit without him.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Passion of the Christ made so much cash, and it's going to continue to make cash for years to come.
Highest grossing R-rated film of all time.
I watched that, and I'm like, oh, my God, that was horrible.
If you really feel like you're getting assaulted
Yes.
watching that movie.
And they whipped the shit out of that guy.
That movie is actually responsible for what I believe may be the first ever mashup trailer on the internet. You know how they do stuff like they did a Brokeback to the Future once
Never
upon
saw
a time.
that,
They made it look like Marty and Doc were gay for each other.
Yeah.
You know, There was one where they made The Shining look like a romantic comedy about a guy who, fell in love with a single mom and, met a kid in a hotel and wanted to be his dad figure. But then they did one of Passion of the Christ, but they cut it to the music and the trailer style of Kill Bill.
Nice.
They cut it perfectly, just like Tarantino cut it. And at the end of it, in the original Kill Bill trailer, it says in the year 2003, Uma Thurman will kill Bill. Mm-hmm. Well, in this one, it said in the year 2004, the Jews will kill Christ.
Okay.
And at the time, that was considered anti-Semitic.
Whatever.
It was pretty damn funny, though.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like that Passion of the Christ, they whipped the shit out of it. And, hey, did you know this? That every person who played like Christ and something like that,
they always have something messed up happen to them.
Yeah, something messed up happens or they die.
Yeah. Did you know that Jim Caviezel, while making Passion of the Christ, got struck by lightning while he was hanging on the cross?
Yes. I saw that. I was like, oh, wow. What are the odds of that?
And he's hanging there, and when he got down, he was fine, but then they're interviewing him afterwards. He's like, I find it a little weird that, I'm hanging up on a cross, my initials are JC, I'm 33 years old, and I got struck by fucking lightning while I'm up on the cross.
He did suffer some major health issues, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what? I didn't hear about this.
Oh, I don't remember what they were. I remember watching it on YouTube, and some crazy shit happened to him.
No, he's been in some good movies, though. That one.
But not since then.
He was in Escape Plan.
Yeah.
With Stallone and Schwarzenegger. That was good. But prior to that, Frequency. If you ever saw that, 2000, Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel, Elizabeth Mitchell. So fine. It's about a dude. His dad dies when he's a little kid. And then when he's older, shortwave radio combines with some voodoo magic in the Northern Lights, and he's able to talk to his dad 30 years in the past.
Yeah,
that is a great fucking movie.
I saw that. That was pretty good. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the hell out of that one.
He talks to his father in the past.
Yeah. If you guys seen Frequency, if you haven't seen Frequency, check it out on Netflix. It's a genuinely good movie.
For some reason, they work it out so he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And his father is there.
Yeah, the ending of that movie is awesome.
I want to talk about the Mandela effect, which I firmly believe in. That's it right there.
That's a really good one. And the same director of movies like Primal Fear.
I'm
actually, was his name.
In one of my future novels, I'm actually going to write in like the Mandela effect thing too. All kinds of crazy stuff goes on in my novels.
Yes. Speaking of which, I need to really get to work on those audiobooks because I really want to have them out to everybody by Christmas. It's just a matter of having the actual time to do those things.
Yeah, because, to be honest, like the novels are out and you can get print on demand.
They're like, what, 120 pages each or something like that? They're not super long.
No, they're like 350 pages. I mean, they're full-fledged novels, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, I really got to get to work on that shit then.
But the thing is, it's like, I wish guys would buy more of them. But the thing is you got to have like between 10 and 20 books out before you really start making a name for yourself.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So I need to get off my ass and actually start writing more.
That's another reason why I want to start doing more live streams, I think, for this site is because, one, it's just a lot of fun. I love talking with everybody in the chats. But also, at the same time, it would free me up to do other projects that I've been wanting to do forever.
There's only so much time in the day.
I've had film scripts sitting on, gathering dust in drawers since I was like 19.
Yeah, I've got 5 novels outlined where my guy fights like, vampires.
Yeah.
And they're not like the normal vampires that we have, like you read about on the, see in the movies and shit. They're like totally different. And there's different forms of vampires and wraiths and all kinds of other magic shit he's got to fight. He makes friends with a wizard who helps him out from time to time.
So you go like full-fledged fantasy with a lot of this stuff.
It's going there. And actually, like a lot of the fantasy ones, I'm going to like the wizard he meets, I'm actually going to write novels about him and the shit he does. Nestor Hagedorn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dude's a bad motherfucker. He's only like 28, but he's older, but he looks 20. He ages slower.
Oh, okay.
But he goes against all kinds of like heavy hitter, like evil crap.
Evil crap.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are talking about different movies that they like, and the things are Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, Count of Monte Cristo. Jim Caviezel's a great movie.
I love revenge movies. My favorite revenge movie is Conan.
Yes.
Oh my god! I remember watching that. Like, they're pushing that thing around. I'm like, oh, he's huge. Oh yeah, kill him. Yeah. I love revenge movies.
Funny MGTOW says that your vampire better not sparkle.
No, there's none of that.
But yeah, Count of Monte Cristo was really good. That was a return to form, too, for that director, because you want to know what movie he made before Count of Monte Cristo? Waterworld.
That's stupid. Yeah. That was stupid.
Oh, yeah. And he actually made one of the only, I think they call them Christ-sploitation films that's actually really good. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called Risen. Joseph Fiennes plays a Roman soldier who is actually assigned to figure out what happened to Jesus after he disappears from his tomb. And it's all from the perspective of a non-believer trying to, figure out what the hell happened and what's going on. Grant Curtis plays Jesus, actually a dark-skinned man playing Jesus, so it's probably the most accurate Jesus we've ever seen on film. Really good movie.
I don't know. Like, who really knows what color Jesus was?
Coming from that side of the world,
Probably
he would be like a dark-skinned Adam Sandler.
a light brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. It's all right.
It's all good. Jimmy Bones, $10 super chat. Hollywood, we're going to make movies about Jesus Christ even though we're all connected to Satanism. God, I'm going to show you that's going to be a bad idea.
Funny. I like that.
Yeah, haven't really been that many mainstream Hollywood films made about Jesus. And most of them are, the ones that do come out and actually manage to get a wide release, they're like the Pure Flix ones that they're just...
Yeah.
They're like political propaganda for the right, almost, and they're really bad.
Well, first of all,
the Neil Breen films. Oh my god!
Like, there's a couple stories of like Jesus when he was in his late teens, but between that and 33 or 32, there's nothing. They really don't know what he did with his life. There's all kinds of theory. He went over to India and learned all about Hinduism and shit. I mean, they don't know. They really don't know.
They don't know. Oh, what do we got here? Channel 1-800 done with another $5 from New Zealand. Popp and Blakey on the supernatural themes. Missing 411 on
Oh,
Netflix.
yeah. I'm actually, my guy is covering that stuff. About, there's a little girl who is identified by, like, her grandparents who are dead, that the child was going to run into some shenanigans.
Yeah.
And he actually saves her from the maw of death from one of these supernatural forces that grabs these people in in these national parks. Because literally there are stories of guys, like the guy's like 150 feet ahead of you, goes around a corner, they walk up there, turn the corner, the dude is gone. Gone. They can't even pick up a scent trail. And a lot of times they don't ever find their bodies or their equipment. Where does that go?
Away. Somewhere.
Now, there's something going on out there, something supernatural.
Yeah, speaking of which, we got to get in touch with that place.
Yes.
What was it called? Eloise, yeah. Did you reach back out to them? Or
I sent him an email, haven't heard back. I'll probably just call him on the phone and see how much it's going to cost to go out there.
Okay. And we still got to talk to our buddy in Ohio.
Yeah.
Who wants to take us to that hospital.
We got to, like, pick up a bunch of, like, little tiny cameras, especially ones that have, like, night vision.
Yeah.
And, I would like to have 8 to 12 cameras. Go out, set them up to covering different angles.
Are you going to pay for them?
Well, I'm going to figure it out.
Those are the night vision cameras. I mean,
that'd be kind of a
get
good...
some decent cheap ones, but a lot of them are expensive.
Yeah. Well, we might have to do a GoFundMe for that.
I don't know. Either way, I think it'd be fun just to go visit these places. See what we see, we got a photographer buddy who lives down in Ohio who wants to come with and take pictures of the hospital while we're there.
I don't know, man. I totally believe in that shit. I just don't want none of it following me home.
Polska Bob donated another $10 and says, I'll take off a homo suspicion point for posting the Molly Jane suggestion. You're welcome. He says, I'm reasonable, but the gay cruise line link last week still stands. I did not know that was there. That wasn't my website. Now, if you go to my website and I'm advertising for gay cruises, sure. But I was just at a news site. Man. What the H? Well, news, whatever. I don't care.
Like all of the I remember I did all of those live from the lair videos where I talk about all the supernatural shit I've been exposed to in the military.
Yeah.
And it's very common because as a soldier, especially a combat soldier, you go to places where people have just died or lots of people have died, and something gets left behind that, we pick up on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, remember just driving with you through all the tunnels through Pennsylvania.
That bothered me.
Every time we came up, like, this place is haunted, bro.
Listen, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I remember driving around New York. I'd go by these old-ass houses. I'd be like, that place is totally haunted.
Everybody's making fun of me talking about the gay cruise and shit. Like, look, I'm married. That doesn't mean I'm not gay. I'm just saying, like I'm married. So, like, you walk into my house, yeah, there's going to be throw pillows and shit on my couch. There's going to be coasters and stuff for the table. Not because I bought them, but because I'm married. But if you thought I lived alone, you might have a case. That's all I'm saying. Pop is peeing again with the door open. And say, I'm not looking. See, if I was, that would be gay. That would be extraordinarily chomosexual. I'm just saying. He's totally drunk. He's pissing with the door open. And my shot glass is empty. This is an unexcusable offense, bro. All right, I need more. That Jameson cold brew is some good shit right there, man. It is super smooth. And one of our fans, Lauren, bless her low-cut tops, was messaging me talking about how after our last stream, she went and picked herself up a bottle of the Jameson cold brew, and now she is completely addicted, and she blames you. I'm sorry. It's all your fault. Shark Dentures submitted $5 super chat. In high school, when I read The Scarlet Letter, I liked The Preacher the best. I agree with Pop. Revenge stories rock! Yeah, they do. Yeah, revenge movies are the bomb, man. I love the revenge movies. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, Kill Bill. Some good stuff right there. Count of Monte Cristo is definitely up there near the top of the list, too.
Well, I mean, like, they do all this horrible shit to him. Like literally, like, they whip him, they beat him, they fuck him up. And, like, his best buddy condemns him to go to this prison.
Yeah.
And then he meets this dude who teaches him how to fight, sword fight, how to deal with this deal, and then tells him where all this gold is. He escapes, goes, gets the gold, and he, like, wreaks havoc. That's awesome.
FBO director says my wife is a beard. No, this is a beard. And you're a fag. No. Hashtag blame Pop. What is this? Blake said, Blake, you smoke weed, bro? Not anymore. Back in the day when I was in high school, I used to smoke down a little bit. It's illegal now, so don't judge me. But that was when I discovered. I remember, like, my buddy and I used to leave school sometimes during lunch. We'd go smoke down and then come back. That was when I discovered the Windows Media Player visualizer.
I remember that.
Put all those like psychedelic images up on the screen and stuff while you're listening to music. I'm high off my ass. I'm like, oh, that's amazing.
After all that time in the military, I just cannot get into the weed thing.
No.
I tried like one edible, hated it, and I'm like, people have flushed a whole career down for this bullshit. It's not even worth it.
Somebody's talking about Count of Monte Cristo. Was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Sword fighting in prison. Touche, bro. Touche.
Listen, you got to watch the movie, man. It's pretty good.
It's good times, man. It's good times. Oh, what else we got here? Jimmy Bones, $10. He says, best biblical movie ever made, History of the World, made by Mel Brooks. My children, I bring you these 10 commandments.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. I like that one, too.
Mel Brooks. No one makes movies like Mel Brooks.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still around.
Why is he not making more shit?
I don't know. I mean, the closest that we have to him is like Seth MacFarlane, and he is a hit and miss motherfucker who's basically recycling everything that came before him in just a different package.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, with that being said, Ted, hilarious, and I constantly use that scene from Ted 2. When Ted discovers that Mark Wahlberg has all the ORNPay on his computer, he's just watching TV. What the fuck? What's going on? There's so much porn! You sick bastard! Look at this! Oh my god! Chicks with dicks?
Yeah, I remember that was good.
There are no chicks with dicks, Tony. Only guys with tits.
That was funny. My kids hate that movie.
Why do they hate it?
I don't know. They hated it. They just hated it. I don't know why.
What, there was a cultural appropriation that offended them this time?
I have no idea.
Funny humor that offended them?
Don't know. Just a dude, man. Just a dude. Trying to do the right thing, raise 2 daughters in this crazy-ass world.
Ken Benning says the reason Mel Brooks isn't making movies is because he's 92. Touche.
Fair enough.
Although, I mean...
I'm sorry.
Clint Eastwood is still making movies. He's in his mid-80s.
I think he's 90 now.
He's getting there, yeah.
He's way old.
What's his name? The guy who made Dog Day Afternoon and 12 Angry Men, Sidney Lumet. He made his last film when he was like 85. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Spectacular Marissa Tomei nude scenes. A really good movie.
I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, he was an old codger, and he knocked that shit out of the park. He was fantastic.
I hope one day we actually get to make movies. I think that'd be cool.
Well, I have actually been working on a script for a Red Pill action film.
All right.
And the whole idea is to start out very formulaic, have some fun, throw some good action in there, have a gun fight. Where we actually observe the rules of a gun fight. And then at the end, just rip the rug out from under the characters in the audience by having a really hilarious reveal.
Now listen, gunfighting is not like in the movies. All right?
Exactly.
People are not shooting a bunch of rounds and missing. People are getting hit. People are dying. People are screaming. It's vicious, it's brutal, and it's fast. And you know what? When you make a true gunfight, nobody wants to see it because that's how they're over like that.
I think if I had to say the most realistic gunfight that I've probably seen in a film, and you can back me up on this or not, Inglourious Bastards. Because you remember the scene in the bar where everything is like they all culminate.
We're down in the basement
because
here.
He throws up the 3 instead of the 3, and then he winds up getting them all wasted, and it's over in about 15 seconds, if that. He barely has time to cut between people who are all getting smoked and smoking each other before it's just all over.
Yep.
That to me, that screamed realistic.
And it's even faster if somebody has a shotgun.
Yeah, or in the case of the guy in the movie, it was like a freaking Tommy gun. He just wastes everybody.
No, that was a Schmeitzer, 9mm Schmeitzer.
Schmeitzer?
Yeah.
Well, it did the job.
Yes. They were. A submachine gun is wickedly deadly up to about 120 feet.
I love that movie too. When he's like, "You need guns on me for it to be Mexican standoff." All right. Up there, like down here, you got guns. Up there, they got grenades. You shoot us, we're dead. We throw grenades down here, you're dead. That's a Mexican standoff, and that was not the deal.
Yeah. That's the way it goes, man.
Somebody wants to talk about The Punisher with John Travolta. Actually, yeah,
that was actually pretty good.
Movie,
that was okay. I like John Travolta.
Yeah, channel 1-800-DUMB. It was Tom Jane played the Punisher in that one. If you guys haven't seen it, it was like a Comic-Con exclusive that blew up on the internet a long time ago. Look up Dirty Laundry. It is a Punisher short where Thomas Jane reprised his role as the Punisher.
Yeah.
It's got some bad CG in it, but holy shit, is it awesome.
I saw that. That was pretty good.
I love it when he just wrecked this guy. He's doused him in fucking alcohol, and he's holding up a Zippo, and he says, do you know what the difference is between justice and punishment? And he just puts the lighter down right next to him as he's doused in freaking inflammable alcohol, and he just walks away. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, we have been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We
Damn!
have 581 people still watching.
All right.
JMG 617, probably last super chat of the night, $2. Pop, check out Monster Hunter International Books.
I heard that got canceled in China.
I don't know. I actually have not heard of these. Do you know what they're about?
No, I don't.
Can you tell me a little
I was just watching
something?
something on YouTube about it. That it got canceled in China for some scene that was culturally nastiness. I don't know.
Oh, everybody's going to town about revenge films in the chat now, talking about Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher Netflix series, that was badass.
Oh, yeah.
John Bernthal was a great Punisher.
I still have to watch one of the seasons of those. I love that.
Yeah, check it out for
Listen,
sure.
Anything that has to do with revenge, I'll watch it.
They're possibly bringing him back. There's talks of it. But now officially, from what I understand, from the Daredevil series, Charlie Cox is going to be brought back into the new Spider-Man film. Well, because Matt Murdock's a lawyer. And he's going to be Peter Parker's lawyer. And they're doing like a whole Spider-Verse thing. They're bringing back Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man movies and Kirsten Dunst from the first Spider-Man movies.
All right.
And
that's weird.
It is kind of weird, but they just did the animated one, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So I
remember
guess
that one.
after that one, because that one was like strictly a Sony thing,
My kids like that one.
it's actually pretty good.
It is good.
It's as far as like woke entertainment from Sony, it's as good as you can get.
It's
I
a 6
guess.
out of 10. But
Yeah.
my kids liked it. It was okay. I liked it.
I really liked the animation style. Because one of the things that I thought was cool about it is that like everybody else kind of moves fluid, but Miles Morales, he actually moves at 12 frames a second in the beginning of the movie, so he's a little glitchy. But then the more Spider-Man he becomes, he moves his way up to 24 frames a second.
I didn't know that.
Really cool little things that only a geek like me would know and appreciate.
I didn't.
I thought it was
I did not pick up on
pretty
it.
cool. But now Kevin Feige's like, well, I can't handle that. You have all the fun, so I'm going to make my own little Spider-Verse movie and do that shit.
All right, cool.
Fine, whatever. It's not like he didn't make the most profitable film of all time or anything, so whatever. Let him have his fun. As long as Captain Marvel isn't in it,
I thought
please and thank
didn't they
you.
fire her?
I hope so.
I heard they fired her.
Oh, they're still moving forward with Captain Marvel too.
Well, I
Electric
heard they
Boogaloo.
replaced her with somebody else because that bitch ran her mouth and pissed off the entire world.
She just needs to
Listen,
understand that
if
she is
you
a
are
nice
an
rat and nothing
actor,
else.
Do your job and act. At best, you will portray somebody who actually exists. On average, you will portray somebody who has made up and make believe. Other than that, shut your mouth, stay out of politics, and you'll do great.
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Because, let's be honest, no one is going to Brie Larson movies to really look at her acting. They are hoping that she is wearing the same dress that she wore on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. She's got
Because
nice
that was
tits.
good. Yeah, she has a nice,
For now, she's got nice tits.
she has a weapons-grade rack. Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
you know
quite
what?
nice.
10 years from now, probably not so good.
Probably not so good.
The wall defeats them all.
It doesn't matter how good-looking you are. It's finally
No.
got Jennifer Aniston. It took long enough, but it got her.
No, they got her a long time ago. She just hit it well.
She hit it well. Yeah.
She hit it well.
Jimmy Bones donated another $10. Oh, and actually, this is my favorite line from that movie. He's quoting the Punisher here. Frank Castle, go with God. God's going to sit this one out.
I like that.
That is my favorite exchange in that whole movie. Yeah. I also like, too, when he's got John Travolta's son at the end, and his arm is, like, pinned down under a desk, and he hands him a Claymore mine, and he ties the fuse off to something, and he has him hold it with an outstretched arm. He's like, it only weighs about this much, but hold it with an outstretched arm. Hell of a workout.
Yeah.
Channel 1-800-DUMB with another $5 New Zealand. Take care, Pop and Blakey. Take care, all the brothers. Peace, be safe, and bless.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, I would say that after talking about lots of fun revenge action movies and stuff, we almost forgot to mention John Wick.
That was a good one, too.
Those are some good
A
shit.
little unrealistic, but I liked it.
Did you see the third one?
Yes.
Oh, man, the knife throwing and the axes and stuff in that opening scene.
But he jumps off the building at the end and falls an incredible distance and lives. Not really going to happen.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I know.
At the end of the day, it's a movie.
I know.
You know, John Wick should be dead probably about 50 times over, but
Yeah.
damn, those movies are fun to watch.
They're really good. They're really good.
The scene with the attack dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
that was some good stuff. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to watch that one again. I got them all in 4K.
You do?
Yeah, I do, of course.
Of course you do.
Some good shit. Those are really colorful, well-shot movies. So
Are they,
those
are
kind
they
of movies?
working on another one?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Keanu Reeves flat out said, I will keep making John Wick movies until people don't want to see them.
All right. I'll watch them.
Speaking of which, Matrix 4, what?
When is
How
that
is
coming
he
out?
in the movie? How is Trinity in the movie? They're dead.
They died in the last one.
They're dead.
That's going to be a stretch to explain. I'm just saying.
Just like it's a stretch to explain how the Wachowskis are now whamming. It's quite ridiculous. Yeah, they used to be Larry and Andy Wachowski. Now they're Lena and Lily
What movie is this
Wachowski.
from?
The Matrix guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, both of them transitioned.
That's stupid.
Stunning and Brave.
That's the kind of stuff that makes me not. I don't know if I'm going to watch it after that.
Stunning and Brave. Oh, yeah, one last revenge movie. Smooth Criminal with a $2 super chat says, RoboCop.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Of course, RoboCop is good.
it was all right.
RoboCop is fantastic.
The first one.
Well, yeah, the first one, yeah. The
Rest
second
of
one,
them,
yeah. Third one, ugh. Remake, You got Michael Keaton, you got Sam Jackson. There's some stuff about it that you can enjoy, but
Yeah.
disgusting. All right, I think it is time for a safety briefing to take us out.
All right, everybody. Don't drink and swim because that's how you drown. Don't drink and drive because that's how you have an argument with physics, and physics always wins. And you may or may not kill somebody and wind up in prison. All right. Do not fight and go to the ground because jiu-jitsu works, but it's a good sport. When you're fighting multi-assailants, that's how you get stomped out.
A little bit.
All right. So with that being said, please stay safe. Go home. Go to sleep. Don't drink and take drugs because that's how you die. And have a good evening.
And don't forget, another stream Saturday night with a couple from 3-month courtship to the death.
Boom!
It's going to be good times. 7 p.m. right here.